We're at it again.
Crumb bums.
You know what it is? You keep wanting to say we're back or we're live. That's what.
We're live. F it, we'll do it live. We're coming at you live. But no, we are back. Holy mackerel, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks.
Everybody's been going through some things.
Going through some things.
My eyeballs are leaking right now.
You got some juiced up lookers?
I got some juice.
Sam's got some pink eye going on.
You got juiced lookers.
They're looking through a haziness.
What are you drinking in that red cup?
Coffee.
Cold
brew cough.
Nice.
Cold brew coffeenation.
Yeah.
That's the only way I'll drink it. Pretty
What do
much.
they call it? Syrup?
Yeah.
Whoa, that kind?
No, God, no.
You got to shit it up. Shit it up.
AB drinking that lean on camera.
But I'm with you, Sam. I'm pretty much only a I don't like coffee any other way but cold.
Yeah, it's like I want to be refreshed. Mm-hmm. Like I don't drink.
Then again, I don't really drink hot drinks of almost any kind.
like anything.
Yeah.
I might occasionally like have like some like hot cocoa, but that's been years.
Yeah.
Hot cocoa.
During the winter or something.
Hell yeah, I can
Maybe.
drink some hot cocoa and read some Berenstain Bear books.
That's what I mean. Sister bear, brother bear, Papa bear, Mama bear.
The other bears.
Do you guys ever hear that thing of the Berenstain Bears?
Yep.
Yeah, that freaking
That
Mandela effect.
Mandela book.
Yeah, if you guys haven't heard about that, which I'm sure everybody on the internet has already, but go look it up.
It is freaking weird, dude.
Yeah, like how
The freaking Sinbad one.
But you know, one of them I actually heard was the Fruit of the Loom one.
Yep.
And that one they actually proved they lied about it.
Yeah, they
You're
did.
right.
They were trying to like
Sinbad, you
change
liar.
people's, memories on it.
On the thing.
They had the cornucopia behind all the fruit and everything.
yeah, because someone had like an old.
Someone had it in their closet and took
Yeah.
photos of it.
Like,
It's
hey,
like, I
this is-
have this.
Yeah, which is so
Yeah.
weird. It's
Yeah,
like,
and then the big one was the Sinbad or
Sinbad.
what was that movie?
Genie or
No, Shazam.
no Shazam. Yeah, Shaq. Because Shaq did do one.
Yeah, he did. But there is one of Sinbad that did one too, and I believe it was that's why.
And we're not
No, that
saying
was-
all giant bald black dudes look alike. We're not saying that.
No, but Sinbad needs to come out and be truthful with us.
Yeah,
I think he
Sinbad,
did
come
slip
out of the
up.
closet.
he slipped up about something on. That's how they caught him. But then somebody came out and put up a. They had the VHS of it. They're like, dude, I have the.
Oh,
video.
really?
Yeah, they came out like they had a video of it and showed it.
Okay.
Like he
That
put it
one
in
I-
his tape thing and it was like playing it. And I'm like, that's the movie. I know that movie.
Right.
You're not. I ain't crazy.
see, that's where
I've seen it too.
Like I want to go. I want to go back and like find and see if I can find like a vintage like Berenstain Bears because I know in my brain
Right,
it's Steen, but it's like if you find any,
And I think we had like my
Those
mom
books?
has tons of them.
Yeah.
You got to.
So
You gotta
I'm
have
gonna
those.
go back.
yeah, you should look at
It's
some
going
of
up in the
old
disc. It's
ones.
going up on our YouTube. You're
Yeah.
gonna see it.
We're going to break the Mandela.
So what is it again? They think
the
it's
Mandela effect. But
Yeah.
the reality is I think in a lot of cases, it's basically just people that are like, they're trying to almost change history.
Yeah.
Which seems kind of
And
insane.
I heard it's like some form of
almost mind control.
yeah, like MK Ultra bull crap or
Stop
they're
it
trying
now.
to, like make the people think they're crazy or whatever like that.
Subconsciously.
Quit it. Yeah. So it's what is it? Berenstain?
It's working. To a
Yeah,
certain
well,
degree.
that's what I remember it being was Berenstain Bears versus They say it's Berenstain, Stain, and
Steen.
the whole thing comes from the original guy Mandela. He was the politician over in Africa who a lot of people believe that the guy died in prison, but then then there's all this stuff about him after the fact. But the reality is it's very possible. Again, I don't know, African politics all that well, but it's very possible that he was like a body double or some crazy crap. Who knows, man? There's a lot of weird stuff out there.
A lot.
Absolutely. And
But you just drinking a whole gallon of it.
Yeah, dog.
Sinbad needs to stop lying.
Getting that Perrier up in you.
Bubble water.
Bubble water.
But yeah, we should probably do it.
Yeah, dude, hit it off me. Go ahead.
All right, so subscribe, hit the bell notifications, join the Discord, all the sort of stuff. So
Yeah, guys.
You know what
Hit it
it
up.
is.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
Ah,
You know what it is.
black and yellow, black and yellow.
Is what that the song I was doing?
Everything I do it big.
Yeah. I just know
Oh, I've been eating crumbs. I've been eating. I like to find the crumbs on the floor, and it leads me to the full meal. I'm like an ant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just like it just guide you.
Just a big old
We'll be-
stupid ant that didn't really
We'll be here
graduate.
knocking around. You'll be like, where's he? He'll be under the table eating crumbs. like an old ant eater.
Ant eaters are weird.
Let me
Looking.
get one of those.
Oh yeah, we should blast those off the
They look
planet.
like a person that has not been circumcised.
I think they to me they remind me of like if AI came up with an animal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or it's just like none of it seems
could
to
see
make
that.
any sense. Like it's, because also it's one of those things where it's like literally their claws are so strong because they're built to like rip open termite mounds that they've been seen jacking like cheetahs and stuff like that. Like because they're actually really big. They actually can weigh up. I think it's like 150 pounds or something like that. And
That's
their
a big
claws
eater.
yeah.
That's not
But
what-
think about it. They dive into these termite mounds, these giant freaking like termite mounds that can over there can get like 10 feet tall, and they'll just rip into them with those claws, which are almost like rock. So
What do you
it's
think
like
anteater meat tastes like?
probably terrible. Dude.
That's gotta be
I mean, I
bad.
would
Just
imagine
eating
like a cross
tangy.
between like frog and a mammal somewhere, like
You're
somewhere in there.
You're just straight up eating termite meat.
You break it open, it's just a whole bunch of ants inside of there, like
No
like a
blood.
bunch, like 3 kids in a.
Where's that? Is that Australia?
I think anteaters are maybe
Gotta be.
there's some in Australia, but I think there's some in Africa as well.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, those two
Over somewhere
those
where
two
we've never
places
seen it.
that are kind of crazy.
Ain't
Yeah.
their tails like really strong?
I think so. I think they're weirdly strong. Like
Kangaroo tails are strong.
Yeah, they're freaking. And
See
they
them
will
stained up
drown
on
you.
them buggers.
I want one hanging on the wall. It'd be like Monster Hunter up in here.
You want a kangaroo head up on the wall?
Yeah. And their tail.
And an anteater.
Sam's
Like
gonna start
this
getting into
on
like trophy
display.
hunting.
Yeah.
I just will kill the things that I want to kill. Though.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't want to kill lions.
Yeah.
We know that they're. Well, no, maybe I would. Put a big old lion head on the wall.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do it. I seen the video of trophy hunters over in Africa, and like
Yeah.
all of the locals came out with like a bunch of sticks and beating the piss out of them with it.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm like, I'm not
And
with
like,
it, but
the
I do
lady
want a
f-
kangaroo tail, though.
The lady from was like, "Don't get violent, don't get violent." They're all like, whack, they're smacking the shit out of these dudes. Trophy
Lions?
hunters.
No,
No, smacking the trophy hunters.
people hunt lions over there, like coming from like a
White dudes.
Be careful because it's freaking. What was that? Ghost in the Darkness.
Oh yeah.
Those
Ghost
lions
in the
were
Pebbles.
You can see those lions. What museum is that?
I don't remember off the top of my head. Is it the Natural History Museum or something like that?
It might be.
They had to murk them, right?
Yeah, they had to bring in some outside hunters that
Put them down.
two of them, and they
yeah.
weren't like huge. I mean, they were lions,
Yeah,
but they
that-
were like mangy and like.
I actually
They're
saw
just freaking-
there was actually somebody had a theory on those, and it was that because this is actually what we've found out about lions, which is really really weird. Is more often than not, the lions that actually become manhunters are actually the ones that become injured or sick or diseased in some way, because what it is they're no longer
They
able.
can't take down the big old boys. They got to
exactly.
go
the zebras
something weak.
and stuff.
And so I mean, we're pretty, easy to catch as,
Yeah.
without our guns and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we're pretty weak.
Yeah.
I want to be that guy that they call and they're like, "We got lions." Because I've heard be like,
we got
You
lions.
get that call. You been sitting there that whole your whole life.
I got like a big pipe.
Big old pipe just in your stash is like down here,
Yeah.
and then you're just like you hear that phone ring, and you're like,
I've been waiting my whole life.
time. It's
Except
time.
for they'll
babe.
call me, they'll just be like, "There's deer in the woods."
Like
You gotta be out there on all fours.
we need you.
Yeah,
And you
we need
like I'm already there.
Just good. Okay.
I'm already-
since we
Turn
already
around.
brought hunting deer. I think we should open up a second season of hunting deer with how many freaking
In Michigan?
Oh yeah.
dude, they kill. I think it was. I think they kill the most people. They're actually, as far as mammals go, they kill the most people in North America of any animal. So that includes crocodiles, alligators, all that sort of stuff. Deer kill more people because of car accidents than anything.
You walk out and there's got a toddler in a headlock. Like, get off!
Like me, myself, and Irene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that was a cow.
it was a cow. Yeah, he shoots it and then he has to headlock it.
When I was talking earlier, on the way back earlier,
Nice.
where it was, have you guys ever, like, okay, cows are stupid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and delicious.
Yeah. Okay. Has anybody like trained a cow to do tricks? Like you can train pigs. Is cows just too far dumb?
No, I mean, because there have been people, if I'm not mistaken, who have and not very often, but they've trained cows. Some cows where you can ride them or do different things. Like there are different species of cows that are not necessarily like the meat cows that we're thinking of, but like some of the like Himalayan long hairs and that sort of stuff that I think are maybe a little more intelligent. But
Could you imagine just like you're a cowboy, but you ride a cow?
Yeah, that's exactly what kind of cowboy I would be.
People
I'd be
have-
one, they can't fight back that much.
Because people have like pet pigs that get house trained.
yeah, they become-
Chickens, no. Yeah. I mean, their brains are like. But I'm like, I never heard of a cow being trained.
And what's up with chicken
But they probably
and
have-
cow tasting so good and they just eat like grass?
All I think about when you say that is cow and chicken.
Well, actually, chickens are eating anything.
Yeah.
I always think about speaking of that, I always think of that freaking Cat Williams bit where he's talking about how he's like pretty much every culture, goes after chicken, whether you're Chinese or black or white or whoever you are, like everybody messes with chicken,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Everybody eats chicken. And then on top of it, he's like, that's how you know God is in it because them suckers can't fly. It's like that bit freaking slays me. Check it out if you get a chance. But
The most delicious bird
I
in
know.
the world that can't fly.
yeah, exactly. And it's so easy to kill. They're like small and easy to kill, and you're just like, oh, yeah.
I
God
love
loves
me
us.
some Kate Williams.
I mean, your freaking great grandmas be snapping necks, dude.
Yeah, Dad
Chicken
told
time.
us a story about that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody can do it. Your children can kill chicken.
Speaking of stories, I got a story about Dad that was a couple. If you guys want to hear them,
I always want to hear these stories.
brutal.
Yeah, okay.
Brutal.
What happened?
Well,
Love you, Pops.
love you, pops, definitely. But man, dude, sometimes I'm like, where's this old boy going? Sometimes, what are we doing here? I wonder though, like, as guys get older, like they have, I believe they're like met at the crossroads or something.
Yeah.
Like you can go right or you can go left.
Or you can chill here for a long
Or you
time.
can chill here for a long time. Yeah. And I think Dad went, whatever one was the one that he went on.
Yeah.
But I think older guys, as they get older, they just become characters. And like,
yeah.
Dad is 100% a character.
Dad's right out of a movie.
Straight up, dude.
Yeah.
Straight up. But no, it was about, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, just after we got back from vacation. He calls me on the phone, and he's just like, I'm like halfway sleeping. He's like, hey, son. He's like, what's going on? And he's just chit-chatting and everything like that. I'm like, nothing. He's like, did I tell you what I did? I'm like, no. Like, what's up? He's like, man, I pulled my ham bone.
My ham bone.
Ham bone. Like so, and like, but he talks so loud on the phone, and me and Jess are looking at each other. I'm like, so he must have got a ham, or did I tell you about my ham bone? And I'm like, ham. I'm like, so because Dad really likes beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hear Mom's background. She's like, "Good Lord, William, hamstring." That's not what I said. And she said, "No, you said ham bone." I'm like, "Oh my God, dude!" Just
All I can think of is like those dudes that freaking that do the pulled pork with the freaking like
Pull the bone out.
Yeah, and you just pull that bone
yeah,
out of
ham
there.
bone.
Yeah, I'm just.
I'm like,
what the
okay.
heck?
So I thought I'm like ham bone. I'm like, what's he talking about? I thought that's what I said, babe. And she's like, no, hamstring. He's like, oh. He does that stuff with his like. He'll make that.
Yeah,
weird
the
noise.
older people get the more crazy sounds that come out of their mouth that's not even words. It's just noises. You're like, dang, what the hell was that? You just you just spit acid?
Yeah, and I believe maybe it's not for all, but I think like older people get a little bit more nosy too. Like they're kind of prying.
Oh, yeah.
and they're wanting to see. Maybe just parents. I don't know, but
Yeah.
they pry and they kind of get in. And me and Jess we're playing this new game called Monster Hunter now. It's like kind of like Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
So we're outside talking, and it was like a little bit later, but we're like, you got to walk to find these monsters. And Dad comes out, and he's like, I didn't even see him, and I look over, hey, and I like look over, I'm like, and he's like standing on the porch. I'm like, what's up? He's like, everything good? I'm like, yeah, everything's great. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, just hanging out here with my wife. We're just talking. He's like, oh, everything good? I'm like, I don't know how much more clear I can be here. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, just standing talking to my wife, like just just kind of having a conversation. Everything's good though, right? Like 3 different times, dude. I'm like,
The end of the
yeah,
world
bro.
is
I'm like, everything is good. I'm out here just talking to Jess, and he's like, okay. I'm like, did I do something wrong? And he just like went inside. I'm like, look at Jess. I'm like, was I not clear? I'm like, nothing was wrong. Like we weren't arguing. It was nothing insane at all. He just like, I don't know if he like woke up from like he was just like out of his mind or something. Then he comes out.
Bet you he did.
Had to have.
He was sleeping, had some weird dream, with like probably wondering if
Right.
And that's the thing with Dad. If he got something he wants to talk about, he don't know how to just come out and talk about it. He's like, well, there's something on my mind, and I want you to figure it out. How
Figure
to
it
talk
out,
to me about it.
boy. Because I'm like he walked in, and I mean, I'm not lying. Like I was flabbergasted because I'm like, did I not sound clear? Like, did he not understand what I was trying to? I'm like, 'cause I didn't know what. Like, I didn't know if he was like you said, looking to talk about something. I'm like, everything's cool, dude.
Yeah.
Just we're out here. I'm like, I don't know if I should have went to him. Like, hey, we're playing this game, Monster Hunter. Did you want to play? No. Oh, okay. That's all we're doing. That's it. Like he was like a detective, and he came up on a case or something.
Right. Like he just found you in the middle of doing something.
Yeah. He's like, everything good? Yeah. Everything's great, dude.
Darn kids these days.
Everything's all right. Yeah, Doc. Everything's golden. And then, like when he walked away, it made me feel like I did something. He was like, "Okay." I'm like, I took me back. I was just like, "Huh." I'm like, I'm a piece of crap. You know what I mean? I'm like, but he won't just.
No.
I don't
Dad
know.
wants to talk about something. He don't. It's like he like questions you about it. I'm like, man, can you please just say what you're thinking?
What's on your mind, Pop?
Yeah, can we
I
just-
want to know.
Yeah.
You dude, let her rip, Tater Chip. I want to
Let
hear
it
it
rip.
because I don't know. I am so taken back from what's happening right now. I don't know at all what's going on.
I'm not a mind reader.
I was shocked because he did startle me because it was like pitch black outside too, and I just hear this voice and it's like, "Hey, everything good?" And I'm like, well, "Hey, what's up, dude? Oh, everything good?" I'm like, "Yeah, everything's great, bro. Just out here talking to my wife. Everything good?" And then Jess, like, she's like, "Did you think he like?" She asked me, she said, "Maybe he thought like we were arguing or something like that. Maybe our voice carried. I don't know."
Maybe it's hard telling sometimes, dude.
But that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I think people just kind of they get up there and
Yeah.
they take them paths, man.
They be going down some dark road.
I,
You're like,
I think
he's a
in some ways,
character.
like you hit a certain age and you just don't give a crap anymore.
Yeah,
like
that's
you're just
for
like,
sure.
I'm
Yes.
gonna be the way that I am 100% of the time. Like I'm gonna just the way that I do things. That's the way
Yeah.
I do them until I am going in the ground. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it. Like I'm
Which I
100%.
respect that.
Sure.
I'm-
Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
respect that about older people. Like they just give it to you like it is.
Yes.
Right on, dude.
Dad is one of those guys.
I like that.
At
I
least
do.
you're not beating around the bush about it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, which is probably why because our parents were like that. Probably why we're not like that.
Yeah.
Like we don't like sit there and just like.
I do.
It
I
could
think
be
about
a-
that though, because I'm going to be 37 this year, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like,
Wondering when you're going to turn into a
am I
character.
going to be that dude? I just come like showing up at Dom's house, like, hey, everything good? He's just just sitting there like playing a game or something. He's like, or he's sleeping. I'm just standing over his bed, like, hey, everything good? Dom's like, geez, Dad.
It could be a good thing and a bad thing. Like, I mean, yeah, you can respect it, but like I used to work for this old man at the, Jesus,
Got it.
Scrapyard?
Scrapyard. There it is. Damn, dog, my brain would
I
not
don't know
have
how
fire at
I knew
all.
where you were going
Yeah.
with that, but yeah.
And he would do stuff like he would want me to do something. He'd be like, I was like, hey, dude, I ain't no fucking dog, bro.
Use your words.
I'm like, hey, old man, you trying to get suplexed?
You don't whistle at me.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I had to
Slim
tell
Dixie.
him. I was like, hey, dude, don't fucking whistle at me. All right? I was like, I'm not a dog.
I don't know what you're doing here, buddy.
Yeah.
Whistling's not I don't respond to that.
Yeah.
I don't respond to like hardly.
We're humans. We
Not
have
even-
words.
Yeah.
When you're working and not even the whistling, just like when people want to like sit there and watch you work and then tell you
Oh,
how to do it.
Yeah.
oh, dude.
I have like
That
a pet,
micromanaging thing.
Yeah, I
dude, I
can't
have a pet
stand it.
peeve with that.
Oh, dude, I'm with you though because my last job was like there was on a multitude of occasions where I'm like, I'm about to assault this white collar dude. I'm just like, okay, you're gonna stand over my desk and just like watch me work. Like I'm like, hey, do you have things that you're supposed to
Right.
be doing? Like,
Go get it done,
what's
bud.
your job, bro?
Or like,
what-
why don't you help me do this?
Yeah.
Instead of telling me what
Or
I'm doing
just do it
wrong,
your damn self.
how about
Yeah.
let's do it with me or show me how to do it.
yeah,
Or go
Yeah.
do, because I'm doing my job. Go do your job.
Yeah. That one bothers me with people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to work with this mechanic. I haven't seen him in a while. He moved on to a different job, but like, and he was younger than me too. And you know who I'm talking about, Mustang kid
Yeah,
and all that.
Thanks, Sally.
I'd be like doing something. He was like, I'd be in the middle of doing it, which I've done it a million times. Like I was just changing a tire or something. And I wouldn't know he's coming. He'd be like, come up, Mike, tap me. He's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, bro, I'm changing a tire.
what's
No,
it
man,
look
I'm-
like?
Yeah, what's it look like? I'm working, bro. You're not working. So if you want to do it, you can do it, or you can seriously just go away.
Yeah. He done that when I was with you for a little bit, a couple
Yeah.
times. Like with like the air hose.
Yeah, it just
He like telling me to put the air hose up.
yeah.
I'm like, dude,
Yeah, dude, you're not our boss, bro.
I'm like, I know that when we're done,
Go away.
to put the air hose away. Or we're just gonna drive down the road with like a 50-foot long air hose dragging out the back.
Right.
Like I'm dumb enough that I'm gonna forget that.
Oh, I know. I went there a couple of times with him to where we got into an argument. He's like, "Oh man, I'm just trying to help everybody along here." I'm like, "Bro, you're doing it in like a pissy way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like not cool. Like,
Yeah.
don't like leave me alone. This is not gonna go very well."
Yep.
So yeah, we all deal with that here. I think.
Yeah.
I think most people do.
Well,
some
unless
people
if you're
some
that
people need
person.
bitch smacked. That's true
Yeah.
too.
Well,
And we're not
exactly.
even talking about the older generation at this point. We're
No, no,
talking
no.
about just people at work sometimes.
Yeah.
That just want to micromanage everything.
Yeah.
And not
No,
do nothing.
Dad's not a micromanager.
No, not at all.
Dad don't do that kind of stuff. Dad'll just be like, he's Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, see him. I'm like, hey man, how you been, man? And he'd be like, I'm good, son. How you doing? I'm like, what's up, dude? We cool? He's like, are we? And I'm like, what? We just like, what happened?
I know.
You know, I just like see him.
I still haven't figured that out even the least.
No, dude, like that dude is just. I don't even think he knows. Dad don't even know.
No.
Dad don't know any. Dad don't know who he is, man. Dad just sits there like,
Yeah.
oh, hey, I'm gonna talk to this guy real quick.
Although what's cool about Dad right now is that he's lost 40 pounds.
Yes,
dang.
yeah, dude. Yeah, man. He's
Yeah, carnivore diet's been working well for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And that's like from the doctor, 40 pounds. I'm like, dude, you look like you've lost.
Yeah.
Like you look good right
Yeah, man.
He's got surgery coming up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
Which is why he's stressed out right now too. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. Yeah, it's just
And I'm like, I asked him like, and this is where Dad, like going back to how he doesn't know. I'm like, so I went up to him. I'm like, hey Dad, I'm like, I want to ask you, would it help or do you want me to be there when you're getting the surgery? He's like, son, don't ask me that.
yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm asking you because like,
that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. You're
like he's like, don't ask me that. I'm like, Dad, all you gotta say is yes or no. Like, I will be there. I will come and hang out. Like, because I know you have to spend at least a day. Like, I'll come and see you and hang out with you. He's like, don't ask me that. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do?
I mean, you're like, what? I'm just asking you a simple question.
He's like, well, your mom's gonna be there. I'm like, I know that.
so it's
I'm not
like,
asking you that.
I know. Like, do you want us there or not, man? It's
I'm
almost
like-
like you don't want us there.
I'm like, because I'll be there and just to like talk with you for a
Yeah.
while and recovery and stuff.
I told him, I was like, so Dad, your surgery's coming up. He's like, yeah, well, son, unless you think I shouldn't get it. I was like, damn, bro, I'm not a doctor.
Oh, dude, he had a meeting with us the one day. It was like had us all come up there and talk to him. It was like, you know, and I'm just like, oh, dude, I can't answer that for you, bro.
yeah, no,
I'm like,
you're a
I'm
doctor.
not a medical dude, bro.
I can't answer that.
But I can relate to that too a little bit because
Yeah.
you guys remember when I hurt myself
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I wasn't going to get my knee surgery.
Sam's like, I'll be fine. I'm like, bro, your kneecap's like in your thigh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you need to have that thing brought down.
That sucker would have been as shriveled as this
Be
freaking
stuck
mic
like this
stand.
forever.
It would have been as shriveled as this mic stand by now. I'm like, whoop.
You ever see that dude that
I'll
was
be
like,
fine.
he lifted his hand up for like
Yeah.
years? That'd be Sam's leg.
Yeah, it would have been.
like all
and
like-
Abe, you remember like I was
Well,
like,
that dude in Africa that like his arm was just completely broken and like when you
Yeah.
go like that.
Yeah, that'd be Sam.
yeah, Yeah, no, I was like actually really thinking about that.
He absolutely was. He talked to me about it. I'm like, bro, I'd go get it fixed because you ain't never going to walk right again, bro. Like, it ain't going to just magically
And then-
just, like, be okay.
When I told Dad, I'm like, dude,
No. He got
That's the thing
slammed
about
into
men.
by a
Men
car.
don't like that stuff.
Uh-uh.
Men's like, ah!
like
"Ah,
I was
it'll
in
be
there for
fine."
I was in
Like,
there for
just
this
snap.
long, and I got to go back. That's what I was thinking. I'm
Well,
I
you
gotta
ever
go
see
back.
those, like, skateboarders when they, like, snap their arms and stuff? They're instantly like, I broke my arm! You're like, yeah, you got to go to the doctors now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell
One-
they're like, dang, I don't want to do this.
One thing that's crazy about like major surgery, like you've all had surgery.
Yeah, not
Not
like
major
what you had.
Yeah.
Well,
I've never had surgery.
it becomes easier. Like for me, and that's what I was telling Dad. I'm like, within the last 2 days, like with the leading up the 2 days, it's like my mindset just like switched, and I was like good with it.
Yeah.
It was like I was ready to do it. I was calmer. Like the whole week, month, or whatever. I'm like sitting there like I'm not gonna fix it. Yep, it's just gonna stay. I was like I'm not getting cut. I'm not none of this. But as it got closer, the last 2 days was like okay, yep,
I'm glad, and I'm sure you're glad you did it.
yeah. And Dad will too.
Yeah.
Like
He got slammed into by a car on this driver's side going 55 mile an hour.
yeah, about killed me. I'm like I'm not gonna fix nothing.
I remember coming and seeing Sam, and like the hospital beds were not tall enough. So Sam's like laying up in this hospital bed. You got a neck brace. You got like freaking 3 or 4 broke ribs, freaking destroyed knee. Your neck got broke.
yeah, my neck got
Your neck got broke. So you didn't even remember the surgery for your neck, did you?
not at all. They did that when I was
Like, yeah, pretty much right away, didn't they?
right away.
Yeah, they had to because they didn't want him to be like paralyzed.
And then I got pneumonia in the hospital with 4 broken ribs. Talk about coughing. Like, am I spitting blood?
Well, because with the
Kinda
ribs,
did.
they can't really do a whole lot, pretty much anything other than probably a brace or something maybe there. But
They
They had this like little strap you could pull.
Yeah.
so when I would cough, like people could stand up and they would like mom would do it or dad, whoever was in the room, and they would pull it tight.
Yeah.
So because I was coughing,
Yeah.
and that helped. But like they could have did something for my ribs, but it was the surgery they were saying they could do was like I'm like nah.
They would put like a plate
A big
on
giant
his
plate
things
inside
and like
you.
bring his ribs together.
Yeah.
Inside him,
But it was like a pretty like harsh surgery.
gruesome.
Did you ever get those ones? Because the only reason I bring it up is because the one broken rib I ever got, it sticks
Yes.
sometimes. Do you have that?
Yes.
Okay, I
I
wonder.
do, and it sucks.
Yeah, where like if you is it like if you bend in a certain way for too long or yeah.
Or if you sleep on it like a certain way,
Yeah.
it'll like click. It's like
Yeah,
weird
just like you
clicking.
feel like it's almost like stuck in there. You're like, what kind of internal bleeding do I have?
like is that thing poking something that it shouldn't be?
You would know instantly.
Yeah, it's true.
You'd be like, and there'd be blood. You'd be like, ah!
But like that's what I'm trying to tell them. Like it gets easier. Like right now you're sweating. Got a week to go. I'm telling you, within the 2 day period, you're going to be ready to go. Your mindset's going to be different. It was for me.
Yeah.
It's like ready to do this thing.
Well, and the doc said it's just like such a quick in and out surgery.
and
like it's nothing.
Dude, this surgery, the guy who's doing it is like super young. It's all done by robot.
Yeah, all the robot assisted
he has
surgeries.
just
Yeah.
small little incisions.
Like he sits in the back and he has like these controls and he looks at a screen and he's doing this and there's a robot that's like perfect incisions.
Yeah, that's
All of it.
my
That's
dad's
insane.
surgery that he's gonna have in like a
That's
month or something
insane.
like that. He's gonna
you know that guy, right?
Yeah.
Rebecca.
Yeah, your dad, man.
Rebecca.
like he's
from
gonna have, but
Soft
it's
White
the same
Underbelly.
thing.
Right.
He's gonna have the robot assisted,
Oh, really?
surgeries. Yeah, so for like
That's
for his knees, so
crazy.
it's nutty what they can do.
Yeah. Yeah, your dad's knee, man. He
You ever seen him do that?
Yeah,
see him- you see
he's
him
talking
now
about he's talking
wobbling.
about the
Yeah, that guy there.
soft white underbelly.
Rebecca. He's
is he pretty sweating? Is he sweating that?
I'm no. At this point, he's ready for it because it keeps going out on him.
Oh,
like all
yeah.
the time. It's so like he
and dude, he, like knee surgeries are just a thing. I'm sure he's just like, yeah, I've had them.
Yeah.
Like I,
How many has he had now? Probably like freaking 7 or 8.
He's had then technically
Well,
like as far as
repairs
like
and-
surgeries because like they've had to go in and like drain fluid and
Yeah,
like
all
you
that.
know like take down because he had all these like bone spurs and stuff like that like on his like the bones there. So it was like what was happening? There was like basically imagine like on the bones there you've got like a bunch of little like needles made out of bones and they just grind into the meat like over time. time, so like they have to go in and shear those down every now and like every couple of years and stuff like that. So
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he said that he's needed a full blown knee replacement for a while, but they don't want to do it until you're a little bit older because they don't last forever.
yeah, because they generally now some people they will, but let's be honest, we all know my dad, and he's not going to take it easy on his new knee.
Yeah.
Take it easy, Uncle Brad.
He's
Take
gonna
it
be
easy.
like, as soon as I can do this, he's like, I'm gonna be doing squats and like everything else, like climbing up
Right.
in buildings, all this sort of stuff. But for a normal person, it
20, 30 years.
20, 30 years. But again, it also depends on how much how much you put on it.
Yeah.
And that's the weird thing is like the knee replacements. You hear, it sounds like a replacement, but I've always heard good things about them.
Yeah, well, once you get them done, it's like almost like a
Yeah.
brand new knee.
Yeah.
But part of the reason why they can't do it more than once is because they literally have to like take off that chunk of bone, and they take what they do is you've got the bone here, and then they have a whole new like kneecap, like artificial kneecap and all that sort of stuff, and they have to put these posts into your bones that basically once they start breaking down, they can't like do that again.
Yeah.
So like if you're in your 40s or something like that when that happens,
Right.
you only got 20, 30 years, you still might be living by that point. Whereas,
Right.
if you're,
Because that's what I asked with my knee. I was like, just replace it, doc. I was like, just
Yeah.
He was like, no.
I was like, do it, and they're like, no,
Yeah.
no, they would not do.
no, they won't. Yeah.
30 years old, they were like, we are not giving you knee replacement.
No, they won't do it. Cause
I was like,
again,
but please.
because you'll be in your 50s, that
Yeah.
thing will break down and
Then
you
you're
just won't be
screwed.
able
I
to
didn't
walk.
understand that at the time.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, this sucks, and
Yeah.
I want it like a new one.
Yeah.
Give me a new one.
Yeah.
So I don't have to do it when I'm 50. But
Then again, give it another 20, 30 years and who knows where the technology will be. You know what I mean? They might
Get a bionic freaking leg. dude.
Yeah.
Bro, I want kangaroo bone up in me.
Yeah.
I want kangaroo bone knee.
Yeah.
I'll just be hopping around and shit.
I'd be kicking holes in cement.
Oh yeah, dude. I want to get that
be
whatever that Batman knee
clawing
brace he
Australians.
was, where he in the third movie, where when he jacked up his leg, he like put on this thing and like kicked a hole through a wall or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just
I
like,
hear
hey,
he's
give me one
coming
of
back
those.
as Batman again.
Christopher.
Christian Bale.
Where is she? Where is she?
And now is Christopher Nolan
Yes.
coming back?
Yep.
Really?
No, who'd you is Christopher
why-
Walken's?
Hey, tell him the story.
I'm
'cause
here
that's
to
a pretty
save you.
cool story. Huh? Tell him what happened.
He just
He was
who's the director
Christopher Nolan.
was talking about it, and Christian Bale literally showed up at his house dressed up as Batman.
Really?
Yes, and was like in character. And he was like, "Oh, okay."
I guess we're doing Batman.
He's like, I don't have to pick a Batman.
You know what would be kind of cool if they did, since there's been some time in between it, is if they did like Batman Returns, like they did like that storyline where Batman's an older character and he's like
Right.
Gotham's like falling apart a little bit more. That would be kind of cool.
I'll tell you what, I think the Joker might be a cursed character for people because everybody that plays him is like
Yeah.
starts dying or getting close to it.
Or Jack Nicholson, which is weird, who like lives forever.
Look at him now, though.
Jack Nicholson.
crazy as hell.
Jack Nicholson nuts ain't got it.
But no,
He's
you're right.
insane.
Like there is them certain characters like the guy like I know Bill Skarsgård. He's done like Pennywise, and but like they say The Crow is like maybe the most cursed movie.
And he's playing
Ever
the
filmed.
new Crow's coming out.
The Crow and like you got like The Exorcist because of the people that died during the making.
Can we stop with the remakes, y'all? Like, can we just be done with that forever?
That's what I've been saying.
I'm like,
can see
how many
your dog.
Spider-Mans do we need? How
I can
many?
see you and your dog.
Yeah,
I don't wait. I can see you and you what?
Your dog.
it's
I don't know.
Christopher Walken.
Oh, okay.
What happened to your dog's tail?
I see you
It'd be
and
nice
your
to have a
dog.
tail.
But you guys heard that, right? Where they say The Crow is the most cursed movie.
well, yeah, because Brandon Lee died on the set and
Set in, like,
everything.
How young he was as his first, like, besides The Crow, name a movie you've seen with him. That was only thing I can think that I've seen is
Didn't he
Rapid
die
Fire.
in that movie?
Right, yeah.
What was the one where he played his dad? It was Enter the Dragon. What was the one where he played Bruce Lee in it? What was the might have been not Enter the Dragon? It was something else Dragon. It was one of those Dragon
Okay.
movies. But I think he played his dad in one of those movies. But I could be wrong.
You're probably right, but it's like few.
Yeah,
And then like
there
The
wasn't a lot.
Crow was going to make him like a superstar like Brad Pitt and like these other actors.
Big name. Yeah.
Big name.
New Beetlejuice looks cool.
Yeah, it does look cool.
Yeah, Beetlejuice.
See, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a
Beetlejuice.
sequel. If you want to get like the original, a bunch of the original cast together and do that, make a sequel. But don't remake it. Just stop it.
And The Crow's gonna. That movie has a place in my heart, but I'm gonna watch it because
I
it
will
doesn't look bad, and Bill Skarsgård is like,
He's
but
good.
like, hopefully he doesn't die.
What's
We're
the
talking about
guy's,
cursed roles.
what's the guy's name playing Beetlejuice?
Michael Keaton.
Have you guys seen the other guys? I'm pretty sure it was Michael Keaton. He kept saying the song lyrics to like the movie to Will Ferrell, and it's like,
Oh,
he said,
yeah,
don't
'cause
go
he's the
chasing
captain.
waterfalls.
He's the captain.
Yeah. And then they all start
He's
fighting.
like, come on, man.
And then
he's
they-
like, I don't get
They
it.
all start fighting at the funeral, and like he doesn't want to make a noise, so he comes over and says, "What the hell's going on in here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love that, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's a good one. Dude,
I
Michael
need to
Keaton.
watch that one again.
It's
Yeah.
good, dude. I forgot about that because I just came across
What
the one.
is it?
I did,
The other guys,
other
Will
guys
Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
He's in that.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Michael Keaton's the boss.
Yeah, the police captain.
And like Eli said, like when they were fighting at the
Funeral.
Michael Keaton was like, "What are you doing?"
What the hell's going on in here? He's like whispering, but he's all.
But he
mad.
also made another thing with the song too. At that point,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
he's like, "Come on, Captain.
Yeah.
That's obvious." He's like, "I don't get it."
Yeah. He's like, I still don't get. He's like, nothing.
You guys see Birdman?
Yeah,
I didn't actually.
That was
You talking about Lil Wayne's idol, Birdman?
no.
rapper?
The movie with Michael Keaton.
Who actually can't rap, and I don't know how he made it
It
famous.
was like his big comeback. Michael Keaton's big comeback movie.
Did he really have to have a comeback though? 'Cause,
No.
like, it's Michael Keaton.
People said comeback movie, and they're like,
I'm like-
I think that Michael Keaton just was like not doing movies.
That's what I feel like. I'm like,
just took
It's
a
Michael
break.
Keaton. He's just like, meh.
He's
And
like,
then
I'm
he's
good.
I'm back on the scene. They're like, hey, come here. We want you, buddy.
We got 50 roles for you.
Yeah.
You know, he just took a break from
He
acting.
came back
think
as
that's what it was.
Batman too.
Yeah, because he came back as in that. I think it was the Flashpoint movie or something
Yeah.
like that. Did a cameo in that one.
Yep.
You know, they everybody wants him to do something.
Oh yeah,
You know,
and then like Beetlejuice, and I'm like, you can tell he's a little older, but it makes sense. It's like, yeah,
you know that'll
Yeah.
probably be the next like TV or movie star that's on like Rogan or something like that. Because you know,
Oh,
having
that'd
all
be
these,
cool.
that would be
You know,
cool.
Russell Crowe and Dennis Quaid and all these.
Dude, I mean,
guys,
he
they-
can come on This Is Us.
Like Michael Keaton. What was it like playing
Bro,
Beetlejuice?
we'll get you some freaking rock stars, some Perriers, some freaking Rogue, bro. We got you set up, bro. We'll put you up in a little hotel over here,
He's
here.
gonna be like, I don't touch any of that.
He can just stay at my house. I'll like call. He'd be sleeping. I'll just be dressed up as Beetlejuice and sneak into his room.
You're like, I'm a mega
Put
fan.
on that mask from Halloween and just be like, just waiting in his bedroom, just staring at him.
Yeah, Michael, we have even your mask from Beetlejuice, man. Okay, we're fans. My nephew dressed like you for Halloween.
Yeah,
It's
you
true.
did.
I dressed like him. Well, not him. Oh yeah, I remember when Dom did that. That was a good.
But no, you were the face dude.
The face
the
dude,
husband. Yeah, the husband. What was their names?
Not Michael.
But yeah, the wife, like she pulled her face out or
Baldwin.
whatever and had the eyeballs and his.
Oh
his
god, that
like
was a Baldwin brother,
Alec
wasn't it?
Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Is he the one that accidentally?
killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the one who accidentally killed?
But
Yeah.
the unfortunate thing is there's a lot of those guys because like there was wasn't it Matthew Broderick that ran over somebody or something like that? Did a hit or hit somebody with his car or something?
He was driving like a big old like American car, German car, and he had head on with a mother and daughter.
Yeah.
Killed him. They were driving like a smaller car, and he was just like,
Did you ever see that? What's that like? That
I
film
saw
or
the
theater like where the helicopter had an accident and just like smoked a whole bunch of people?
Oh,
I watched the actual
I remember
video
that
of it.
scene.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that scene where it was like just like chopping through people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't remember the movie that it's
It
from.
looked like they had a damn helicopter indoors.
Yeah.
yeah,
In the movie.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember what movie.
It was some kind of war movie, and then like the helicopter flies up, and then something happens, and just like beheads some people.
You remember the last, which I haven't seen it, and I probably won't because it's probably terrible. But the last Resident Evil movie, someone died on the set of that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
They dropped like a car was in the air and and it fell,
I remember hearing about that too. Actually,
landed on someone.
That's
like an
creepy.
actor.
Hey guys, it's Hollywood.
dude, yeah.
Millions and millions of dollars. Make sure your work sites are safe.
But that's what I mean. Is like the gun accidents because like I don't think that was his fault, dude. Unless if like
Lock them up.
you. Well, now they're gonna make these like
I don't know.
I don't either.
Put him in prison.
Dude, he went to court
Good.
like, straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
They
Because I'd be
could've
like that guy. Like if that happened to me, I'd be like crying. Like, Lord.
You'd be like Amber Heard in the Johnny Depp trial.
Pooping in your bed.
Pooping on people's bed.
Mega pint.
Dude, and you know what's hilarious about that is like that like took up that was the weirdest thing because like that was the most publicized like courtroom that I've ever seen in my life.
Insane, dude.
It was I'm like
So unnecessary.
Everybody's attention was on that for like I'm pretty sure that like they did some covert
Oh,
government
for
ops during
sure.
that time because they were
Alex
like,
Jones' head was about to explode.
he's like, you guys are not seeing it.
And what was Amber Heard like? Not you're a bed shitter.
yeah,
Forever.
Dude, I love one of my favorite parts of it.
You're hot, but
they
you'll
asked
poop
Johnny
in
Depp,
beds.
They're like, you're a lot bigger and physically stronger than her, wouldn't you say? And he's like, nah, I wouldn't really say that. And she's like, it just stuck her hard.
Well, Johnny Depp's not a big dude.
No.
And she's got some thickness to
Yeah,
her.
it was definitely a
Yeah.
stab at her.
We like Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. You know both of them were doing cocaine.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
A bunch of
Not just
Just like-
Johnny. Not just Johnny.
Oh yeah. No way.
She partaked in
A mega
the freaking
pint. That
white
one was
Mega
powder,
pint.
too. He was like, I don't know what a mega pint is. Did I drink early? Yes.
like he just would smile with all of his teeth that were something else.
It has to be a
All Jack
stylistic.
Sparrow like.
It has to be like a stylistic thing because that dude could have
Oh yeah.
the best pearlies on the world.
I
He could have
kinda-
Theo Von teeth.
Yeah, I kind of think he just fell into that. Like basically he played Jack Sparrow for so long. I think he's just like, I guess I'm this guy in real life because like
Yeah.
he just kind of took on that persona. Was just like, I guess this is how I'm going to talk and act like all the time now.
That was like the dude that played Bane. After that, every movie
Yeah.
he's in.
Tom
Tom
Hardy.
Hardy, every movie he's in, he's like, I fly planes.
yeah.
Like, yo, dog, why you sound like Bane still?
Yeah.
Although the thing is, the first,
my
especially the
lap with
first,
the
but the
dog.
second, I really like
I was born on a.
You feel
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I do.
I do too.
I agree with you.
Oh, that's
I still think they have
I'm a
some of
fan.
the coolest like practical effects as far as
Yeah.
ships go because they actually built those ships and like did all that sort of stuff. So that was like those were some real crazy ships, which is kind of nuts. But
Oh, what was it doing with all the things dangling off his face?
freaking Davy Jones.
Dude, I was about to try to do it and not do it well. You remember how he talked in it
Oh,
though?
well, to be fair, that's that guy in general because that was what's that guy? Sam. He was in the Underworld movies. He was like the old vampire in those ones. He was in
Can't remember his name.
Hitchhiker's
Yeah.
Guide.
I'm not going to be able to.
I'm blanking on it too, but anyways, that's how that guy talks pretty much all the time. That's just
Damn,
his
that would be
voice.
hard to be around.
That's just his voice, dude. Like watch Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead.
He's in that when he's the stepdad in Shaun of the Dead. That's just him. He's like he's
He's
that-
done like video game work too.
Yeah, I'm gonna blank on his name now, but I thought you
Oh,
would.
talking about movies, I have a great story.
Oh yeah.
Dom's 10. I'm like, he's 10. I'm like, hey Dom, he sat and watched Aliens with me the whole entire
Nice.
Aliens, and he loved it. Except Abe told me he got scared and asked to get in the bed.
I'm like, no, bro. You're older now.
What was he afraid of?
He was afraid of the face huggers.
Yeah.
He thought I was going to climb up on the top of the ceiling and get him. But the whole time he kept saying to you, what was he saying? He's like, God wouldn't make those.
Yeah, he's like, God did. I'm like, you're right. He's like, God wouldn't make something like that. I'm like, no. But he like knew the names I was mentioning, like the face huggers and xenomorphs and all this stuff, and he's naming. I'm like, yeah, I got him, dude. I got him.
That's awesome.
So I told him too because
I didn't watch Alien.
I told him I was like,
That
hey
was a
man,
little more-
I don't care if you watch it, but if you watch it, you got to deal with it.
Yeah.
You got to deal with it.
You're gonna have some demons to fight.
He did, right? He just got afraid of the face huggers, which makes sense.
Especially in that one because
in the
there's
middle of the night, I
like,
get
'cause you
down by
had,
his
like
ear.
Nat, and so you had like a kid perspective in that one a little
Yeah.
bit, and she was that's what she dealt with a lot in that movie was the actual face huggers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it
I
makes
don't,
sense
that's
that-
And he claimed, like Dom named things like, remember when they're in the aliens and they're not allowed to shoot the guns because of all the fuel. So they had to go to flamethrowers and he's like, Dom's like, they're not all going to give their weapons up. I'm like, how did you know that?
that's
Hicks pulls the shotgun out. He's like, I never leave home without it.
Yeah.
that's Mila's mom talked to me about her being terrified.
Oh, about what I did?
Dude, I'm like, she would not make it in Hollywood, bro. Dude, but she wants to be like her big sister. Emma's what it is because Emma loves
that's
scary.
rare.
She
Yeah.
does.
That's right.
Emma loves like anything scary at all.
always has.
Oh yeah,
Well, that was me. Like she came up to me, and I had in the ceiling. I had a spot to where I had to get to like a pipe because of water, like that. So there was a hole there. It was dark. And she came in. She was just like staring up at it. And I'm like, "What's up?" She's like, "I'm not scared of that." And I'm like, "Well, you know what? In all reality, there's I've seen an evil clown pop his head out of it." And she's like, "You know, I should do that too." She's like, "I don't believe you, Uncle Abe." I'm like, "Hold on." And I just looked up clown horror things like that. And she was like. And the next thing you know, Jeff comes in and she's like, "Hey, Abe, stop doing that." I'm like, she went and cataloged me.
Oh, dude, her mom
She
told me.
told everybody.
Her mom told me
everybody
she
knows
ain't been even sleeping right.
For real?
days. Yeah.
Dang. I didn't know it was that bad.
It's gotten better now.
Hey, that's why you shocked me when I watched Aliens with Dom because it went so well. He was like loving it. He loved the ending was his favorite part. You know, when the power loader and they're duking it out. And I'm like, sweet, we're gonna watch Predator next. You know, and then you guys tell me that I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, but I can also remember being a kid and like, especially watching something with like an older uncle or something like that, and you don't like, especially as like, you know, a kid like that, like a boy, you don't want to look like you're terrified of whatever you're dealing with. You're just like, all right, because after a certain age, like boys kind of figure out how to be like, all right, I got to hold it together until I get through this, and then you know, then they'll deal with it, you know, whatever after. But so it's, you know, I think it's
I'm breaking him in slowly,
Yeah.
because he's still on board with it. Because I asked him like, next, you pick between Lost Boys. Or Predator.
Ooh, that's good. I've been wanting to go back and watch that
Predator.
one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And he's like, I
I've
want
been
to
seeing
watch.
so much stuff.
He's like,
about
I
it.
want to watch
Wasn't it like
Predator. I'm like,
their 20th or 25th or 30th?
maybe 30th, because I think
30th maybe?
wasn't that the 80s? Because
Something like that.
Because what's his face was like super young in that one.
Yeah.
Old
Kiefer
freaking,
Sutherland?
Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah, he like it might be 30.
That dude with the trumpet, he's like just jacked out of his mind.
Well,
that's
you
a
know-
real dude. That's a real band.
Well, you know what's crazy is he actually ended up doing playing the saxophone for, I believe.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Do you guys see Corey Feldman doing the cover of
I
that
did.
now?
I haven't seen the cover.
Oh, yeah, he
No.
does. He does that. He sings it now.
I'm the comeback. I'm the comeback king.
Who do you play? Who do you
He
play?
thinks he's like
I
Michael
think it was
Jackson.
some
He's
big,
just like,
some big pop star
all he
like
does.
Celine Dion or
He's
something.
doing
not,
shit.
not her, but it was one of those.
Oh,
you know,
Celine Dion. Her
like one of
career
those.
is pretty
Guys,
jacked
you gotta
up
remember,
right
and
now.
he goes, they're just noodles, Michael.
She's got a some kind of condition to where it's like she can't. I don't know. I seen it on somebody made a video of it on TikTok, and
Something wrong with
it wasn't supposed to be funny, but the way they made the video, I was like, "Dang, dog, like that's ruthless, bro." But she was like trying to sing what's that? One that I think they did on the Titanic, and she was like just way
Celine
out of
Dion.
key. Yeah,
He's like, and she started crying.
she started crying instantly. Yeah. She's like, "I can't do it anymore."
She's like, I can't sing
But she
like
has like
hang
this
it up,
condition
dude.
to where it's like it'll like she has like no control of her body. She'll like
oh shit.
Oh,
yeah,
jeez,
it's
I didn't
bad.
know all
Then
that.
But like
Stop.
it showed her in her prime. Like this video I'm watching is like her in her prime, and she's like doing that music video, and I was like, oh dang, wow, she's got some pipes on her, you know. And then it was like the live version. It was like almost identical, and then it shows her, she does like this thing, and it's like she's all off key.
Sounded like Yoko
And then
Ono.
it shows her she's like crying, and the next scene she's like up on her bed like this.
Oh man.
I'm like, oh my god,
Looking
Yeah,
like straight up Zelda off
Just
of
stop.
Pet Cemetery.
Just kind of just resign with grace. You know,
Yeah.
that's
I
what.
might
that's
actually,
like that's like Axl
part of that
Rose. He
video.
lost control of his appetite and keeps trying to sing. Can't do it no more. Yeah.
Again, just stop. Like if you can't do it no more, that's fine. That's all well and good, but just don't do that no more.
Yeah,
like
give it up.
let's you know, let's
And Guns
end
N'
that.
Roses be putting out like they'd be playing like 3-hour long shows still.
Yeah, they
3
will.
hours.
But man, they ought not to be.
They ought to not to be.
Yeah, how
I mean,
not,
Slash can still do his thing. All the
Oh, yeah.
musicians can still do the thing, but a lot of them rock singers, they start to get that way after a while. Where, and probably it's a lot of the drugs and a lot of the stuff. And you just get old, your voice kind of changes. But
That's why, like, you guys might have heard, but Aerosmith is done. Like, they're not even doing they're going to do like a
I didn't
farewell.
like it. I unliked it because I
Steven
felt bad.
Tyler,
Yeah.
76, and he just like he was going through voice recovery, trying to do it, and he just can't do it, so he just quit.
Yeah.
because he was one guy. That was
Yeah.
like they didn't drop the tuning. He was able to still hit those notes like "Dream On" and all that. He was still able. To
but eventually it gets everybody.
Yeah, but he was
You know
just
what
like
I mean?
once he lost it, and like the
So they're done now.
local coach, yeah, they're like, we ain't going on tour. They're gonna bring a big band. I can't remember what band it was, and they're gonna,
Nutmeg.
but they can't even do the farewell because
Did you say Nutmeg?
Yeah.
so like that's one band that's gonna go out like on top.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Because
They're all not doing it.
Axl Rose is like, bro, you should have got back with the band way back in the day, bud.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Too late now, buddy.
Or
It's
just
over.
do something different. Don't be trying to sing like that.
Yeah, because you can, like, again, write new songs, maybe under a new thing, change the, but don't try to sound like you did when you were 18.
Right.
You know,
And you
what I mean?
can't really
Absolutely.
do with like Guns N' Roses can't really do it like the thrash metal bands did, like Megadeth and Metallica. They just like went from standard to half,
Yeah.
so they don't sing in the highest register. Mm-hmm. Like you can't do that with
Yeah.
because like that's what everybody knows. Is them high soaring notes.
You ever watch this guy, Eli?
That's what
No,
they're known
I've
for.
seen. Is it this dude in the video?
Yeah, Trey. What is it? Trey Rags.
Yeah.
This dude, he just does. This is all he does is characters. And dude, I don't know, man. He
I've
is
seen him before.
hilarious. And I just thought this bit he did was hilarious.
Let's see it.
When the movie wants your character to die, but you're smart.
Okay.
This is funny.
We're all gonna have a better chance of finding the exits if we split up. Yeah, I don't think that sounds like a good plan. I don't think we should do that. I think the best plan is to split up, you guys. Okay. Yes, please. No, I feel like we should all like stick together. Because we might all find an exit at like the same time.
Cool shirt.
But if we're all together at like the same time, we can find the exit. And if he finds us, we can just jump him. That makes no sense, man. That was the best plan. How doesn't it make sense? Yeah, I'm sorry, that's just not feasible to me. So we're gonna go, yeah, yours is better. Your plan, Oliver. Split into 3 groups. We're gonna be in the groups, okay? So we can still jump them. We're gonna split into 3. Okay? My group, it's gonna be me, Tiffany, John. Okay. Second group, Nathaniel, Sarah, Mark. Okay, cool. Okay, third group, Trey.
Trey alone.
Just by himself.
You were in your group. That's literally just me. I'm gonna jump by myself. I was at a group. Well, I was thinking because like you're like kind of overweight, so
He goes, wow.
And second group, you're also gonna come down this hallway, but we're gonna like break away from each other at a certain point. Third group, your group, Trey. You're gonna go down that hallway right there.
They're gone.
They left him.
I hope Trey really does find a way. Me too. Yeah, me too. I know, but I feel like he's gonna make it. Oh, he did? I really do. I really think he's gonna make it. Yeah, maybe he can find a flashlight or something.
Find a flashlight.
He found a flashlight or something.
That's fantastic.
We're gonna go back and save him, okay?
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right, that's the plan. Everybody ready?
Let's
Yeah,
do this.
ready. Yeah, we're ready.
What are you doing here?
I just followed y'all.
You're supposed to go down the hallway. Why didn't you go down the hallway?
Oh, well, down that hallway was the killer. So, I thought like it'd be better if I like make the smarter choice, right?
That is not supposed to go. You are a background character.
It's like you're a background character. But yeah, good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I watch that dude all the time, dude.
He's like, you go down there by yourself. He's like,
And then you hear the laughing. He's like, y'all don't hear that laughing?
And then he looks at it, he's like, the murder was down the hallway. So I decided not.
You just see Neil deGrasse Tyson now. He's like, billions and billions and billions of particles.
He's like, I think that's a terrible idea. I think we should all
stick
stick together so we can find the exit together, and if he comes out, we can just all jump them together. He's like, that's a terrible idea. That's like every horror.
Oh yeah,
movie.
in every horror movie, they're like, "Hey, let's split off into these small groups," and it's
It hit it
one of
right in the
those
head, yeah.
old cliche things. But yeah,
like, you ain't gonna kill Jason by yourself.
yeah,
No. And they're all like saying like, yeah, we'll come find you. And he's like, I'll already be dead, dude. Yeah, no, he does all. That's all he does. His character is like,
Nice.
he cracks.
gold.
me
I'll have
up.
to check him out. Yeah.
Yeah, he just some of them are insane, but like, dude, he makes me laugh all the freaking time. Check him out, Trey Rags, I think is what they call him.
Nice.
Hilarious on like
That
that
was
was
funny.
everything too. He's on like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all over the place.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hey, but I could see you doing that kind of
Yeah.
thing. I don't know why, man.
Probably because of particular conspiracy.
There you go.
fellows.
Conspiracy.
Elizabeth sent me this one, and I mean, you guys will instantly know, but I thought it was funny too.
I'm back.
I was wearing sleep pants like everyone was. I was like, oh, you know, it'd be funny if I pulled my sleep pants up real high. And so I walked into the room, my sleep pants put up all high, and I was like, you know, doing that. So since everyone laughed, I kept doing it the rest of the day. Finally, one of the cool kids, like 2 hours later, came up to me. He was like, hey, the bit you're doing with your pants, like, I know people are laughing, but it's actually mean because we're getting like a really visible outline of your ball sack. So your asshole. And like your pants are so high up that like your balls are on like crazy display. And also your dick print is like really pronounced. And I understand they're receiving it, and I go, thank you, Cooper. During the conversation, I just kind of scooted the pants down, and then I thought I could trust Cooper.
And then
So then,
there's more.
well, Cooper always got compliments on smelling really good. I was like, okay, I know how I could be really popular is if I just figure out what cologne Cooper wears, and he'll probably tell me because he was so cool to me about the pants. That's cool. Like, that's cool. About the nutsack thing. That's fine.
He was so chill about my moose knuckle.
No,
He was
that's-
so chill about it.
About my moose knuckle.
That's fucking cool.
That's a big, loud woman.
Yeah.
All of them.
Cooper, what cologne do you wear? And he said, oh, it's just like, I don't know, my mom gets it for me. And I go, oh yeah, but like, what is He goes, I really don't know, my mom gets it for me. And during this whole assembly, I just keep, every time I get a chance, being like, Cooper, do you even know like what the bottle is? Cool. So I'm like, yeah, I almost wonder what the shape of the bottle is. And he's like, oh yeah, I don't remember, man. Literally, I'm being so persistent. Because finally I go, I need to know what cologne you wear. And he goes, like, how will you just stop talking to me? And I go, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like scenic the way it played out. Like, he'd be like talking to the boys and like cutting up, and then there was a moment of silence. I'd be like, anyway, Coop.
That dude's
She's
funny.
funny as crap too. She's got her own podcast.
I've seen her.
Can't remember her name. She reminds me of Elizabeth's humor.
What places does your mom shop regularly?
But yeah.
That's funny.
Heck on, don't be doing that.
Yeah, so Coop.
Anyway, Coop, like, where's your mom shop? It's funny stuff.
Dude,
Ridiculous.
the stuff you can find on the internet.
No,
I
Oh,
love
dude,
it.
It's so funny.
Not to completely change the subject, dude, but I got caught up watching like all the Chicago rappers that are like in different gangs, like murking each other constantly.
Dang. That one, we went hard left on that
I
one.
know.
You guys like,
We're all here now.
it's like death, violence, the whole nine.
There's this dude, and he's dead now.
Where's your dogs?
They called him King Von. You know how they always like.
That name sounds familiar.
That does sound familiar.
He's dude. His songs have like the most viewed like rap songs out there right now. Or
okay.
Did he like recently pass or
So
something?
like this
yeah,
rock.
he just got. Yeah, you would not like him.
I probably know him because he got killed.
Yeah, he got killed. That's exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's like they get famous after they
Yeah.
get killed. Like people glorify all this.
It's weird.
But he killed like all kinds of people, shot all kinds of dudes up, and then he gets shot. And I'm like listening to like his like other people talk about him. They're getting all emotional. Like, man, I just dropped to my knees. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, you couldn't believe it, bro? He's been out there fucking shooting all everybody. What's so surprising by the fact that he got shot?
Yeah, you live like a gangster. Eventually, it's gonna catch up to you.
Speaking of that, I got a video. Abe,
He's
you
like
got
doing some rap things. He's like, dude, I can't.
you got a
believe it,
show
bro.
talking about this.
Well,
You should go to my Instagram real quick
Like, how did why did they have to get King Von?
because after Eli's talking about this, dude, hold on, keep going.
That old boy is awesome. I love him. Love that dude. That dude. Everybody should have an uncle like this old boy. I'm not joking.
He looks
Wow.
like we probably do have an uncle.
Going.
Dear Lord.
Was that a gap in her teeth, or is that just some?
Go to the
mismatch?
bottom real quick because I just wanted to make sure that's not it. Nope. Okay, keep
There it
going.
is.
I think I sent it to you.
Hallelujah.
I had to.
I got to be careful holding them sneezes then because it'll blow my freaking vocals. Wow, Sam.
Dang.
This dude here is hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't send it to you.
Didn't send it, bro.
No, my bad. But it's a guy talking about like what do they call that? Like the rap kind of stuff. He's like shooting somebody. He's like act like he's killing someone. He's like, and nobody will know neither. And then he gets on there and he's like, and he goes, yeah, I did it. I killed him out on 23rd Street. He's dead. I shot him. I'm the one who did it.
Yeah.
Well, that was that. Well, you remember that? I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but that Key and Peele sketch where he's talking about this rapper comes in and he basically it's something along those lines where he's like, I shot Darnell Williams. I shot him 9 times. I shot him with my 9.
That's got to be the same one.
And it freaking slays me,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
I'm
that's
like,
exactly what you're like. No, I can't believe he's dead.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like what?
What's so surprised? He's been in and out of prison since he was like 15 years old.
Yeah,
He's a murderer.
Yeah, he's like the cops will come up and talk to him. He's like, they're like, how did you only get 4 years? He's like, I caught a body and 2 attempted. And they're like, you did 4 years like in Chicago. You can just kill people and do like 4 years in prison.
right.
Dude had like the Better Call Saul lawyer on his side or something,
Yeah.
bro. But he's just like saying this to the cops, even to the point where the cops are like, hey man, my body camera's on.
Yeah.
Dude, quit telling her something. All of his songs, he's rapping about all the people that he killed.
Yeah.
They call it trap, right? Trap music.
Trap music, yeah, probably.
Like that-
I mean,
like-
it's rap trap or whatever you
Yeah,
call it,
it's like for the hood, like
for sure.
They call it. It's like what people. Like,
But it's like all white teenage kids listening to it, though.
Yeah.
It's for the hood, but it's like all of these kids like that are in the suburbs that are bumping it.
yeah.
Straight up.
All these little
Like, dude, you've never even stepped foot in Chicago.
want to be
No,
Go home.
exactly. He's like
scared.
on O Block. It's like the number one. Like, yeah.
That stuff is like
You guys
people
know
are so fake.
Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Oh, yeah.
He went to O Block where like the King Von dude was like, I'll run O Block, whatever the fuck. I don't know. But he got out and was like making a video to like flex that he's on O Block, and then like a security camera footage caught him, and he's only there for like 2 minutes. he got
Scared.
He got out of there.
And the whole time he's like out there, he's looking all over, like seeing wherever, like see if he can get someone's gonna sneak up on him.
Yeah, dude, because it's like I don't know, but to be fair, it's there's I'm thinking about it. Pretty much every form of music, whether that was back in the day with like the '80s rock guys, and they were glorifying be like we're gonna freaking snort heroin and just get blowed out our freaking brain, or like do something insane like snort ants off the freaking sidewalk or whatever.
Right.
And it's like at every generation they take like whatever the most insane thing is
And
it's
they
like,
amplify it.
That's what's the big popular thing. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean? It's really weird that way.
Yeah, it's like King Von after he got killed is like way bigger than he ever was now. I'm like, well, that's a problem, I think, in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah.
It does happen sometimes naturally, not necessarily like from rap, but like you'll hear this, hear it happen with like writers a lot of times, where it'll be like they'll die, and then like 50 years from then they'll have like this whole renaissance after they died, and you're just like, this is odd.
It is
You know what
odd.
I mean,
Just a good old Renaissance festival. The
The Ren Fest.
Ren Fest,
I'm
bro.
gonna dress like Darth Vader.
You guys like Chris Farley, right?
oh yeah,
Check him out.
No, I hate that guy. He sucks. Just kidding.
It's got one of your guys in it too, Sam. You like him a lot.
Hey, Mitch!
Look at that Firebird.
Oh
dog.
yeah.
Your new nose looks great.
Norm McDonald.
Thanks. That's $200 I ever spent.
Holy shit.
Jimmy,
$200.
she's not the, yeah. Lynn Young, the Saigon whore who bit my nose off.
we're getting engaged.
Jimmy, let's go. Hold on, I'm talking to my friend here.
His hair out the back, bro.
Sometimes you gotta remind the hen who the rooster is. Well, good luck to you, Jimmy. Okay, Mitch. See you around. Blah, 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 blah.
When I say let's go, you go.
Yeah? Time you shut your cake hole, Yoko.
Those women.
Talk back to me like that, come on, my friend.
Do that to me, I'm angry.
Oh, that scares me.
Get a car.
He goes, whoa, that scares me.
You bit my new nose off.
Dude, I love it.
Chris Farley.
He's like, yeah, the Saigon whore who bit my nose.
We're getting married.
We're getting married. He said, best $200 I ever spent. I'm like, what? Who's doing your nose, bro?
He went
It
down
was
to
just
Mexico.
discolored. It looked terrible.
Like imagine like not even like the major roles he would have got,
Right, dude.
but like the little like things like that. He would have been. Everybody would have put him in their movie.
as,
No.
as weird as it sounds, I mean, think about it. Like back before he died, because there's actually some voice recordings of it. But he was actually going to be Shrek originally. They-
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
You know, so
yeah,
it's
they
like-
had, yeah. I was like, that's the thing. Like, and you think like, you know, we grew up like watching him for sure, and then like kind of that when we were like teenagers, we got a lot of like Danny McBride and
Yeah.
you know Pineapple Express, different good things like that.
Yeah.
Like you know, they would have been like, let's get Chris up in here.
Oh, for
yeah.
all kinds
Let's
of
get
stuff.
Chris
think
now.
About, think about all the Adam Sandler movies that they've
Oh,
done
yeah.
since then. The weird thing is it may have given Kevin James more roles because I mean,
Yeah.
if
He's a
you
fat
only
white
need so
dude.
many fat guys, you know,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
your movie.
Yeah, and like if you're coming up against like juggernauts like Chris Farley, John Candy, like yeah.
Yeah.
John Candy, he'd be older now,
Yeah.
wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Like,
He
he'd
might
be like
be-
up there like
he'd probably
Dan
be dead
Aykroyd
now
and
anyways.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With how big he was. I
Yeah.
mean,
He's a big boy.
yeah.
So is Chris.
Amazing.
Yeah,
big boy.
it
How did
happened.
John Candy pass? He,
Heart attack, right?
Art.
Okay.
Heart, yeah, it wasn't
'Cause
drugs or nothing.
I was
I
gonna say
think.
he didn't have like a problem with drugs. Or
Yeah, he did.
Did
He
he?
drank
John
a lot,
Candy?
He
yeah.
drank a lot and smoked a lot of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
That took
But he
out a
kept
whole
that very close.
generation.
Yeah.
He kept it very close though. Nobody really knew his drinking problem, and he was actually really good about keeping that under wraps. Unlike
Yeah,
Farley.
I think that's why, like with Chris, it's so
Farley's
sad
a new-
because it's like, I mean, you just like his life was just out of control,
and
Like,
on display.
just spiraling, dude.
Yeah.
And that's
it
when
was
you
such
hear
a bummer.
you watch interviews about any of those guys from like that were friends with him at the time. It's one of those things where they're all like talking about. They're like, dude, you're as white as a sheet and disheveled, and like you look rough. You going 1,000 miles an hour, like it's like you gotta stop. You gotta do
Slow
something
it down, bro.
And you got to like another thing that watched a Chris Farley documentary thing on about him was got to watch who your idols are,
Yeah, John
because
Belushi and
John Belushi was his idol, and that's what got him.
And not only that, it's like
Oh, so John Belushi was one of those too.
yeah.
he got known to be. It's like when you get known for being that crazy, that's like the world feeds off of that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they
Oh,
want you to be that.
Well, it's like you see, like
They don't want
you
you
see
to be-
those
right.
comedians that are like, I'm going to be a serious actor now, and the world's like, that's not what you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tom
You know?
Hanks.
Tom
Jim
Hanks
Carrey.
or Jim Carrey, Steve Carell.
Adam
Like,
Sandler
eh.
even a little bit. I mean, in that gambling movie.
Yeah, he did good.
Yeah.
Uncut
Some
Gems.
can do it. Some.
Yeah, all the ones we just named, they did it successfully.
did.
But
Yeah.
people were trying to like.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I mean,
Derail
I
it.
still love Jim Carrey, but I don't like. I can't think of
He's
one
one with
serious
me.
movie that I.
I mean,
actually-
they're out there, but could I name them?
No, but I'm just saying. Like, I know he was in them, but like I wasn't into
I
any of
don't
them.
even
Yeah.
know what they were.
Like 13, he did like that. Like he was in that one. He did. You
What
know,
was that
did a couple-
about?
It was like Fear of the Number 13. It was sort of a.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
basically, he kept seeing that.
Was it
pattern of
terrible?
That. It was not good. I remember watching it when I was younger. And I'm
was-
like, I came off of like Ace Ventura watching
Yeah,
it,
right.
and then next thing I know, I'm like, wait a minute, why isn't he funny in this one?
He did better than Will Ferrell, though. Will Ferrell tried to do a serious movie.
You told me about this.
Oh,
and I've
did he
never
for
watched it.
real?
Yeah.
See
what-
that one. See, but you can look at these guys. You could be like Adam Sandler. Like, yeah, he's hilarious, but he's not like. I don't know, but like
Over the
seeing,
top.
yeah, but like, and so seeing him go into
Yeah.
something like serious like that, you're like, oh, okay, that
Kind
makes
of like
sense.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, he's
But,
not
like-
all jump aroundy like that. Yeah.
Like Will Ferrell, like I
Yeah.
would never, ever could see that dude doing a serious film.
like it was-
Boats.
Do you remember the name of it?
no, I don't remember the name of it. He got kicked out by like his ex-wife, and like lived like all his stuff was in the front yard, and he just like didn't want to go, so he lived in the front yard. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I did see that one.
Yeah.
To where his wife left him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did see that.
yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
I have not.
I still just his face made me laugh a little bit.
I still laughed at him for sure, but there was like no comedy aspects. I kept waiting for him. I'm like, all right, he's gonna start being
he's
goofy.
gonna start landing it because I
Yeah.
thought it was a comedy too.
Everything
I
he
did see
plays
that
in,
one.
I'm thinking that it's gonna. I mean,
You can't do the dude with the white hair from freaking Eastbound and Down and then do anything serious ever again. Like
Bluish hue.
he's like, you remember? What's his we're talking Eastbound and Down. he
Yeah.
said. What's Danny McBride's little sidekick?
Oh, did I?
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
I think his name was like
Will
Danny
Ferrell's
or
like-
something.
Will Ferrell's like, I like it. I like it. Yeah.
That was good stuff, dude. Eastbound and Down was freaking stellar. I can't wait to see the
Hey,
freaking
play that first one.
next season of Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, dude,
That's
yeah,
gonna be
that's.
so
I need to start watching
I rocked through that whole thing.
I did too,
Once
bro.
you started,
I didn't even know it existed, and then BD told us, and I'm like, "What is this gem? Holy moly, bro!" I burnt through that bad. I loved every bit of it too. It was hilarious. The sister was.
Oh yeah,
She was
ridiculous.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. That's it.
Yeah, dude.
She was just
Walter-
so like it was just
Walton Goggins was on
Uncle Baby Billy.
Conan O'Brien's podcast.
Oh, was he?
That was really good. Like because he talked about like Hateful Eight and with Sam Jackson and Danny
Oh, yeah.
McBride, like in detail because
Yeah.
Conan O'Brien, it's not like a late night show. Like, yeah, you got 3 minutes,
Yeah,
You know.
it's a full-on podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
and there's not a whole lot of like interviews with Walton. Like, there's not a ton. Like on late night shows.
Probably just kind of a loner to himself.
Yeah.
Well, and he didn't really make it kind of like, I mean, if you
Till
think
later.
about it, he was like, I mean, he was already in his 30s,
Right.
I think, when, I mean, because like Justified is the first thing that kind of, he got big off of, but he was like a little bit later in the game. So
Yeah.
I think that might have been part of
and
it.
that's one thing they talked about was Justified, right? That show. He was a thing about that show I didn't know was that he was supposed to die in that. You remember in the first second episode, he's in there and Raylan, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, Raylan.
Shoots him through the heart. Like Conan's talking, he's like he shoots you through the heart with a gun, and then you're like, yeah, like the doctors must be good out here in the middle of nowhere. He's like, in your heart, there's like a hole the size of this, and he lived.
Yeah.
because they're like the writers and stuff were like, we can't get rid of this.
Hell no, dude. That was like Batman and the Joker for that show.
Dude, yeah.
Well,
bro.
it happened. The same thing happened with Daryl Dixon on The Walking
Walking
Dead.
Dead, yeah.
He was a character that wasn't even in the comics
at all.
But then they were like, wait a minute, everybody loves this.
Now
guy.
they have the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon.
Absolutely. He
Yeah.
hasn't played anything
I've never seen
since,
it.
I don't think.
yeah.
I think he's been Daryl Dixon since The Walking Dead.
When they did Boondock Saints 2 in the, like part way through filming the Walking Dead show, but it was like other than that, yeah, I don't think he's done much else.
He's in that new, but it makes sense that I heard. I kind of want to see it, and I kind of don't, but I'm going to watch it. Have you guys ever heard of this Bike Riders?
Yeah, it's a TV series.
No, it's a movie.
Oh, okay. I thought you
The
were
movie,
talking
like
about
a bunch of, it has Tom Hardy. It has the guy who played Elvis in the new Elvis movie, and
Oh.
it's like back in the 50s, like biker gang.
Tom Hardy's like, I'm a biker.
But he's in it.
Damn, that was
Daryl
bad.
Dixon
That was
is in it.
bad. That sucked.
But he's a biker.
You ever say things on the podcast and you wish
Wasn't
that
he
you
a
could
biker
just,
in-
like just have an edit button?
But Abe, he's playing a biker, Daryl Dixon.
Well, that's all he really rides bikes in real life.
Right, no, but wasn't he a biker in Walking Dead?
Yeah, he
So
yeah.
he's playing another biker.
Well, that's what he does. He just rides all the time.
Oh, yeah, I seen it.
But yeah, and he was on some kind of like biker show.
Yeah,
too.
it was his show.
Him and the guy who played the guy with the bat that kills like Glenn and all them. What's his name?
Oh, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Him and Daryl.
Guess who
I'm
else?
saying Daryl Dixon. What the frick is his name, dude?
It's oh come on, I'm gonna
dude.
think. But yeah, he's
We're just
Daryl
referring-
Dixon.
he's
now.
Daryl Dixon.
It's not his
What's
actual,
his name, dude?
It's
I know it too.
It's
yeah.
like right there.
yeah, it was. I'm not
God,
looking at
because
it.
we're just like, yeah, Daryl Dixon and Jeffrey Dean Morgan,
Guess who else was on
saying.
that?
but they're really good friends.
Yeah, but
Oh.
guess who else he's really
Like
good
super
friends
good
with and was driving on that show? They drove wherever they drove. Brent Hines from Mastodon,
Oh,
the guitar
okay.
player. They're really good friends.
With the scar tattoo? Oh, okay.
They're good buddies. He was on an episode. Brent Hines.
That's what's up.
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus. Like, how do we not? I know that.
First time I remember Norman Reedus was from Blade 2. This is before I seen the Boondock Saints. I mean the Boondock.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boondocks.
Because remember him in
Has
that?
anybody seen the new Deadpool?
Yeah, he was. I haven't. No, I heard it was really good though.
Yeah, I wanted to see it. I
but
never got to.
I wanted to see it too. That's when Dad wanted to, but it was Dad wanted to go see that Aliens movie.
Yeah, we went to see the new
I was like,
Aliens. Yeah.
bro, let's see Deadpool.
You would rather see. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think about the new Aliens?
I liked it.
I did
too.
like it
The
too.
more that I walked away from it, I liked it. I don't know like where it sits. Definitely 1 and 2 is the best, but
It was good.
after that, I don't know, man. I don't know.
It had this like scary vibe to it. I liked it. It was cool.
Yeah, and like younger kids like getting like destroyed by aliens. You're like, this is cool.
And the way, and
No,
I
this is
like
all right.
I liked it. You know, I'm sure like some crazy deep
Oh yeah,
will have
somebody like
some-
this movie sucked.
it doesn't do this, but I'm like, oh man.
That's what movies are subjective. Some people like them, some people
Yeah,
don't.
well,
That's
it's art. It's an art
Yeah.
form. So just like anything else, music, paintings, whatever it is, it's a taste thing.
Yeah, I mean, if of course, like you watch it, and like I would have liked to seen certain things,
Yeah,
but other than that, I thought it was good. I liked it.
yeah. It was weird.
It was entertaining.
Them going to see the movies is never a dull moment. You're like, oh, dude, why is she giving? Well, that's a spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler alert. If you don't want to know, go ahead and tune out now. But when she gives birth to the alien
Thing.
baby thing, yeah, I was like, that's what mom was like. Mom's like, I knew something was gonna happen with that baby. And I'm like, I should have known too.
Yeah, and it was, but they did that in what was it, Prometheus?
Yeah.
she had that thing taken out. It's like they just love doing.
Yeah.
you're like,
Well, that's
God,
how
dang.
that's how it works, though.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's the way. Even in the
Yeah.
original, they do the face hugger thing, and then it bursts out
Yeah.
through your stomach.
But
That's
it
why,
was-
that's why the aliens
they did
take
that to
you.
a
They don't
pregnant
kill
chick.
you.
In this
yeah.
one, and sorry, I don't.
Did it kind of morph? Did it?
Yeah.
Because that's the whole xenomorph thing where it kind of takes on the biology of whatever it's.
It was like a giant, tall, human alien looking thing.
Which was an actual real actor. That
Yep.
he is like a
Abe showed me the
Russian
picture.
guy.
I'm like, that's
he's really
him?
tall. He plays basketball.
I was gonna
He's
say
really
that-
thin. And that's like his. They actually, it was pretty cool.
It wasn't the dude from Hustle with Adam Sandler, was it?
No, he was like, if you've seen a photo of him, you would be, oh, okay.
But an alien, that's why they
Is he like
don't
the big
kill you.
tattooed
They
up?
take you.
No, he's like his arms are like rail thin.
Okay.
But he's like really tall. But he's like,
He's kind of deformed a little.
yeah, he's a little
Like,
deformed looking.
But
But that's who they got to
he
play.
showed me. I was
this
like, oh, that
creature.
makes sense. It looks
Yeah,
just like him.
it did.
with prosthetics on.
Yeah, with yeah, definitely prosthetics.
But no, I liked it. It was good.
Dude,
Nice, I'll check
so we all know that I have a boss who's not exactly culturally appropriate.
Yep.
That's the way to say it.
Yeah. These two would know better than me.
Yeah, yeah. Pino knows now too. Oh, me,
He's like, yeah, we can't say anything.
I can't repeat that guy.
Nothing.
no, dude, that guy's nuts, bro.
I just like
I'm
look
trying-
over there. You know, he's just like, yeah.
I'm trying my best to not be working for this guy. He gets a phone call, all right, and
Uh-oh.
yeah, and I wasn't there. It was down in Toledo, and this black gentleman comes in to get his trailer worked on, and so we're like trying to figure out how we're gonna get paid before we do the work and stuff like that. So he asked the guy, I'm on speakerphone, Matt's there with me and everything. And he asked the guy, he's like, all right, yeah, I'm going to call, give me your boss's number. He gets the boss's number. And he goes, wow, what's your boss's name? He says, Cletus Phoenix was what his boss's name is. He goes, Cletus Phoenix. Like, holy shit, man. That's what he said.
The guy respond.
Yeah, I mean, the guy was just on the phone. He didn't say nothing. But,
I mean, to be fair, that is quite a name.
yeah. That's what he said. He just says, holy shit, man.
Cletus Phoenix.
I literally saved it in my phone.
The
But-
name?
Yeah, the name. Cletus Phoenix. Because that threw me back too. But when Whitney said that, I was like, bro.
Because he'll do that stuff like on the phone with a person.
I
you're
can,
like,
there's other stuff he said
No,
on the
no,
phone
no.
with this guy that I was like, I'm not even gonna. I just only gonna bring up the name part.
yeah.
Because I asked Matt next time you see him how the rest of the conversation went.
Yeah. Your boss is a character.
Yeah, he's a real POS.
Yeah. Oh man! All right, Sam. What do you want me to play here?
Play that one.
The bottom one.
The fishing.
Yeah.
What's this guy doing, bro?
Yeah.
What's that guy fishing on, man?
How is she swimming in the water?
Family
though?
guy on the comments.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, she's actually getting to it too, but she's very light in water.
Yeah, because the more fat you got, the freaking more buoyant you are.
Yeah, she
Dang,
floats
bro.
a lot. I bet. Could you
Oh, hey,
imagine?
play the Alex Jones one.
Dude, I love
One of my-
Alex, bro.
it's one of
I
my
do too,
favorite.
man. He's yeah, dude.
Listen to this. It's
Alex
pain.
Jones, have us on.
Yeah, have a son.
It comes 2 days to get it ready, and it's this beautiful meal on the table, and your mother comes out and pulls her pants down and shits all over the table. And be like, if your mother created this great Thanksgiving meal and cooked for 2 days to get it ready, and it's this beautiful meal on the table, and your mother comes out and pulls her pants down and shits all over the table.
What?
Also, I love the thing at the top, Sam, because I know these two weren't gonna get it, but the 40K reference was awesome too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dude, what was the island that he went into? We were watching, Sam.
That was frick.
I'm gonna find.
Are you talking about the
Bohemian
place
Grove.
he infiltrated?
Yeah, Bohemian
Bohemian
Grove.
Grove.
Dude, I was watching some of those where he's interviewing people that were at the Bohemian Grove, and he's like interviewing this guy. He's like, yeah, so when you guys are out there worshiping that effigy and doing all that weird stuff, he's like, yeah, just so you know, I'm the guy that came in there and video recorded everything, blew the whole case wide open. He's like, what do you think of that? The guy's like, well, I really disrespect you for that.
And some people didn't know.
There's a kid on YouTube you can go watch. I think I've already talked about it, but he went he's a YouTuber and he goes explores all these places and he explored Bohemian
I've seen that
Grove.
too.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a good one. He
He's since
he
abandoned it.
actually
it
got
is.
there.
I seen it too.
All overgrown and stuff like that. There were still lights and cars parked there.
He went into like some of the
They're
like,
doing it somewhere
buildings.
else.
buildings and
Oh,
the
yeah.
campers and stuff that they had set up
Yep.
out there. Yeah,
Went to
like
some of the kitchens that they had,
owls everywhere.
owls everywhere.
Yeah, because they worship that whatever.
Molech.
Yeah, that owl.
Who did that? Oh, nice.
Which I've learned a lot more about owls lately for no apparent reason, and they're so strange. You can
No apparent reason.
you can see their freaking eyeballs through their ears. Like if you pull like the feathers, like pull it open here, there's just like a hole in the side of their head that you can see the back side of their eyeballs.
Jeez.
It's like this is not and
So that's why they can just like they're facing him and there's like whoop, right in the back, like they can see you at all times.
Yeah, it's such a weird, they're such a weird creature. And like the fact that like the way their skeletal structure is actually shaped, like most of that is feathers and meat. There's like, if you actually look at their skeletal structure, they're like, it looks like an alien. It looks like not a freaking one of the aliens, but you're just like, what is that? It looks like a little demon or something. They're horrible creatures.
They're fully carnivores too, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they smash crows, they smash birds, rabbits, all that sort of stuff. They will eat anything, and when they do that stuff, they fly like perfectly silent.
Yeah,
so like
I've seen that.
they like when they're going in for the kill or something like that, they have a way of flying that it doesn't even like rattle their feathers to where you can like hear the wind flapping. None of that. It's just perfectly silent. It's insane.
Theo Vaughn claims he's eating owls.
He's eating them.
That's what he says. And Joe was like, he's just kidding. He didn't really eat owl. He was just like,
Makes you wonder though if chicken is delicious, like what other
he was down
sort
in
of bird?
He was poor in Louisiana, dude.
Yeah.
I bet he was eating I bet they were eating everything.
Yeah, probably.
I do like this old boy. Mm-hmm. I don't know which one you got here.
It's just
He's just a dude. He's a character.
I see.
Hey, shit, get that rattlesnake poison out of your... Hey, grab that, makes it... Fucker. Poison shit, get that...
Was it an actual snake?
no, but dude,
was a fake one?
They've caught big old rattlesnakes and put it in like his cooler, and they'll put it next to him and open it up, and there'll be a rattle. He's like, "Where'd you catch that big old mother?"
A live rattlesnake?
A live one.
That's not cool. You can die if
Yeah,
you
dude,
get
they
bit.
scared
For
like-
sure.
Yeah, but living there, we'd probably get comfortable around snakes.
Hell no, I would never.
I wouldn't either.
No, dude.
I've been in enough
You
places-
took that back real quick, didn't
You're
you?
right, but like some people, like they're catching rattlesnakes for
Then
fun.
I'm
again,
good.
Eli can attest this. I have a tendency to notice like things
Yeah.
moving like that. We were working the one day, and we were walking down this like 1.5 mile long path or whatever. I'm just like turtle,
Yeah.
turtle, and
Pointed
he's,
out like every turtle. I'm like, dude,
Turtle,
if you
turtle.
weren't with me, I wouldn't have seen one turtle.
like, pointed out like 4 of them on the walk. He's
Yeah.
like,
Abe, you
what
got
the hell
it
is
too?
wrong with
Yeah,
you?
dude. It's what when you sent it to me, it shocks me because I sent it too because I wanted them to see
I
him.
love this.
We've all probably seen this guy.
The Hood Bishop?
Yeah. The
Okay,
hood,
let's
the
go.
Hood Bishop, dude.
Let's see what he's got for
Like,
us.
Rock
he's
this.
a preacher, but he don't play, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if he's a preacher. He's a bishop.
All right.
Me.
Oh, I've seen this fella.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bitch. Your thoughts ain't my thoughts. Bitch, I'm flowing straight from the survival scroll.
Are they all complaining at him?
Yeah.
I'm sick by Jesus to do what I'm doing. It's all, and I keep it all lawful and legal. I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit.
Power of the Holy Spirit.
Goddamn, my ass kissed.
That's like Charleston White if he was a preacher.
Goddamn ass up. Give me the next call. Jesus is the way to peace.
Jesus is the way to peace.
What you talking about?
That's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Dude, it's just like
He
over.
goes, Jesus is the way to peace.
He's like, bitch, I don't care what you think.
Dude, you guys like Charleston White. Do you know Charleston White? You know who he is, Abe?
No,
Charleston White.
You do though.
I'm sure I do.
He's like middle-aged black dude, like really skinny. He's always like, all these hoes be popping.
And he's kind of got like a lazy eye.
Yeah. Well, dude, he can pull that eye out.
Oh,
Yeah, he can-
did not know
He's a stand-up
that.
comedian.
No, he's not stand up. He is like,
Okay, I'm thinking of a different dude.
yeah, you know, I'll pull up pictures. of him.
Yeah, I know
Racist,
exactly.
Apparently, no,
I know Charleston
because I was
White.
thinking of a totally different dude.
He was speaking on all that stuff about like the rappers that are like keep shooting each other and
Hey,
stuff.
go up to watch. Keep going up.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how to hog tie nobody.
Yeah, did you see the?
That guy.
Did you see the?
You ever seen him?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Charleston
Hey,
White.
hey,
Yeah, I know
play
him.
play this for the guys. I want them to see this.
Which one? The tooth lady?
No, this one.
The hippopotamus lady.
Someone called me and said that I hog tied her.
We got music on
Oh,
now.
yeah.
What would I hog tie?
Oh,
Like,
why would I hog tie?
he's like, someone said that I hog tied somebody. I don't know how to hog tie nobody.
But whoever edited that in when he pulls a rope up like that,
Dude, you hog tied some people.
Oh, he'd be hog tying.
And you be peeing on
Is that
he
our-
in prison.
he's in prison still, right?
Oh,
For
yeah.
life, for,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
yeah.
How the hell did Bill Cosby get out?
I think we talked about that too before. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of insane.
Shocking that Bill Cosby did what he did, and
He's got that kind of like don't care money.
yeah, that's true.
But there's also the fact that unfortunately in this country, like you can get more jail time or prison time for piracy than you can rape. So
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
like,
so you can go around
because
hog tying.
there's no money
drugging
involved.
people.
You see, they arrested Andrew Tate again.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Recently,
He lives
Yeah.
over in that country, dude.
Romania.
Yeah, to where it's like, I mean, over there they can just come at you all the time.
They hit him with all kinds of shit on this one
Oh, yeah.
too. Yeah,
hey, go back one because I'm.
I don't know how to
There's
hog tie
one that
nobody.
pretty sure they arrested him.
I sent you some, and I'm like, what? Go down.
They probably did.
Yeah, but it's like with the internet, I'm so weary. I'm like, are they just replaying old shit and saying it's recent
Yeah,
again?
see,
You know what I
that's
mean?
like because remember we were looking into the Snoop Dogg thing. We were trying to figure out if like did he actually get
Yeah, because
thrown
like
in jail.
when during the Olympics,
Yeah.
right after the Olympics, apparently Snoop Dogg they were arrested him, for like old cases way back
I
in the
did-
day, and
But
then
then
you
I-
don't hear nothing about
But then
it.
I looked it up. I tried to look it up, and all I could find was a bunch of TikTok videos.
Yeah. Mm.
that was like TikTok and like those.
See,
type
the
of short-
internet is so crazy.
Yeah, I know it's hard to believe.
Oh,
figure out-
hog tie nobody. Is that R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
dude.
No, this one got me. Eli, watch it. This is.
I can see that thing on the left there already. Little gremlin.
A 10.
You think other people agree with that?
I don't care what other people think. Confidence is key. Period.
Hey, bro. What would you rate this girl on a scale of 1 through 10?
What the fuck?
A lizard, man. He called her a lizard.
Look like a lizard.
I love when
Dude,
that
I seen one. I seen one where they did that and they asked people, like, you know, who they like. They would like interview someone like that, and then they'd go to somebody else and be like, who do you think their political views are? Are they Democrat or Republican? They went to this black dude, and he goes, I think he's a Democrat, man. He's like, well, why do you say? He's like, you look like a bitch.
Oh man.
I gotta watch this.
Yeah,
one. I
whatever
don't
this
know what-
Yeah, what's going on there? Yeah, she got hippo mouth.
Yeah.
Damn, she knows what she's doing. Jesus.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh my
God
Lord.
almighty.
Happy birthday to you.
Close that mouth up and put them things back in there.
That scared me.
I'm pretty sure she removed those to give better blowjobs.
100%, dude. She's giving that gum job.
Hey, watch
$6
look at that weird
blowjob.
look you got.
Yeah.
Dude, that
She's doing the devil's work.
I could see her tonsils. I can see her tonsils and her what is that called?
The uvula.
Uvula.
I just want to see Fedor Emelianenko just overhand right in the nose.
That's probably what happened.
I got the rest of her teeth.
No, this guy's ridiculous. I don't know why I sent this day, but I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. There he is, dude.
Keep that dude away from your kids. Yeah. That dude's for sure on a list somewhere.
Yeah, he's
It looks like
some
his
watch
whole,
list.
the whole part here just hangs. All just hangs.
Like you
He
look
does.
over, he's
That's not
like,
actually his chin.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I sent too much anything else.
I can't
I've never been counting on you.
because I got rid of all my social media accounts.
Yeah. Oh, I do. I got one to show you. Go back to Instagram real quick. There's one. Now, granted, this is sort of a deep dive on. You go up a couple. Well, that's the freaking the poop cobra I was telling you guys about.
That's a Puko?
yeah, that's a toilet. Remember what I was telling
That's
you
a
about that?
puko.
Let's watch it, dude.
Yeah, click on
I want
that.
to see the Puko.
Bino always wigs me out. He'll be bringing these crazy.
That is a toilet.
Oh my
In-
God!
I'm pretty sure in India.
Oh, that looks like an India toy.
Get out of
Imagine
there.
that thing biting your freaking ball sack.
Right on
Like the power of Christ and
Although I'm not sitting on that thing.
Right up the drain.
No,
dude.
they don't sit on them. They don't have toilet paper and stuff over there,
Well, look
man.
at the back of the wall, bro. What is all that?
That's what I'm saying. They're
It's just
shooting
the
them, bro.
spray.
Yeah, dude, that's just butt spray.
And that
That
cobra's
is-
pissed because it been
yeah.
swimming around in poop.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spotted that one. Like, you gotta be kidding.
Jeez.
'Cause I've
me
heard
a-
about the ones in Australia or something like that, but I'm like, that's a straight up full on cobra.
Dude, if I lived in a country like that, I would carry a long, sharp sword on me
oh,
Yeah,
everywhere.
beheading.
yeah,
Yeah.
machete.
Dunk.
Yeah.
Dunk. Dunk.
Yeah.
To be
All
fair,
day.
that is
All
how I
day.
deal with poison snakes. Actually, the best thing, at least in my opinion, the best things to deal with poison snakes is a shovel. You
Yeah.
just walk around with a shovel all day because you got such distance on them. You just
Yeah.
whonk, just right off their head.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
pop their head right out.
Off with their head.
What's that one with the music?
Abe, so there's no way that I,
don't
can
remember that.
There's no way I can how we can is there any way, if we can't do it tonight it's fine, but we can figure out how we can watch videos that I text to you from YouTube? Is there any way to do that? Or would I have to send them to your YouTube account?
No, if it is it YouTube that you're using?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just text it to me, I can go through the ones that I've got ones you sent me. I think I got two that you sent me.
From your I texted them to you on your phone though.
These two here?
What's
You sent me these two.
okay.
So
Did you have another video?
Yeah, there was one
Yeah, I wanna
more.
see this one. Is it
well,
this
it
one?
wasn't that one, but you can click on it if you want to. I don't even remember what this one is, but oh, this one, dude, freaking slew me.
oh wow.
Okay.
Where did bro come from? Wow, where did he come from?
And they're all.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
okay.
every one of them.
This is why I wanted to see you can't laugh.
Dear God.
we can't
The
laugh.
name of
at this
the
one.
name of their band should be called the Quadros.
You can't even really
But then the song.
I'm not gay.
Oh my god. There it is.
I'm not gay no more.
I am delivered. Wow.
Turns out that guy's still gay, I think.
I'm sure he is. Dude. Holy
Yeah,
crap, Bean.
that one jumped into my thing. Oh man, yeah. But this one, okay. So this one's a bit of a deep dive as far as
Oh man,
This
click,
guy?
click
Blue's
on this
Clues.
one real quick. But it's not Blue's Clues thing. It's just related to that. But this is a church kind of related one, and if you'll get it, if you know, but
Whatever happened to him? Do you think he got in trouble for some stuff?
cocaine.
Oh, coke.
Yep. But read the caption.
Yeah. That's perfect.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah,
It says Paul.
Yeah, that's all that dude. It was just all letters to all these churches back in the day, just like, What's wrong with y'all? Like
Paul
that,
did?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, I haven't
that's
read my Bible enough.
That's all like, Corinthians.
I have been reading.
all these
Yeah.
ones. That's pretty much all they are is like, stop doing this. It's like pretty much the whole thing is like, don't be this way. Sending letters back,
I like that.
Beautiful. I like it too.
Oh man.
Hey, you sent me these two, E.
All right.
Do you not remember these ones?
No, yeah. Let's watch that one right there.
Don't say nothing. Just give me your black card, bro. Just give it to me. For what? You in a room full of white people. You the only black. There's only one white person. They turn you to an Oreo, bro.
You said a room. You said give you my black card.
Yeah, give it to me, bro.
Yeah, you mean your food stamps, Nick? I'm a Louis person. I'm not one of you street American black hobo bitch, bro. Okay? Okay? You could have just came here, been nice, you could have a cool conversation. I'm not one of you black Americans. Once you Congolese, si prends tu Congo, tu me connais pas, alright? Don't cook, man. I'm not one of you.
Well, I feel like Africans are more racist towards black Americans than any other,
I heard that.
Black people, that's what they look at. When I was in the military, I used to tell my black friends, I'm like, y'all need to quit claiming this African American stuff. I remember before I came to America, my friends told me, this is mad stuff. When you get to America, stay away from Dennis.
Yeah. I don't know if we can really comment on that.
No, I don't know if we can.
I've heard that though.
Don't
That's
got
all I
enough
was
melanin
believing.
in our skin to
No.
make that comment.
We are far too pasty.
But you
true.
did it for us.
Yeah.
Let's watch the Ben Shapiro one up top there.
After World War II, the U.S. could have basically taken over the world in any country. Like, we got nukes, nobody else got nukes. We don't even have to lose soldiers. Which country do you want? And the United States could have taken over everything at will. And it didn't. And the United States actually helped rebuild countries. It
True.
helped rebuild Europe and it helped rebuild Japan. This
Yep.
is very unusual behavior, almost unprecedented. The U.S. did conspicuous acts of kindness.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, America's done bad things. Well, of course, America's done bad
Yeah.
things, but one needs to look at the whole track record. One sort of test would be, how do you treat your prisoners of war? No offense to the Russians, but let's say you're in Germany, it's 1945. You got the Russian army coming on one side, you got the French, British, and American armies coming the other side. Who would you like to be surrendered to?
Right.
The country is like morally perfect, but I recommend being a POW with the Americans.
Yeah.
Absolutely true. Again, a little
Yeah.
bit historical
Yeah.
context.
I
I
agree.
didn't know that. I didn't know we had all the
you do.
nukes.
Yeah, well, yeah, because if you think about it, right, Germany was actually. They were working on their hydrogen bombs at the time, and they were behind us, which is they were in the process of trying to get to that point where they could use nukes on us, but we just happened to get there first in the process, and nobody else had. Like Germany was the only close second as far as learning how to make nukes, and so we.
And that's the thing. It's like, think about it, right? Like, who would you want to be a prisoner of war to?
Yeah.
If you had the choice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, if Russia gets
done.
you or China gets you, dude, you're done.
You're done.
You're gonna be tortured. And,
For yeah. Yep.
Horrendous, yeah. But that I mean, that
No,
is
you
the
come
thing.
here in America and you're a prisoner of war. Like, hey man, welcome. Here's your citizenship. Come on in. Here's my daughter. You can marry her. Oh, and in 5 years you can run and be president.
Right. yeah, for sure. You don't even need a citizenship here.
Nah, man. Nah. You're golden, bro.
I
You're
mean,
golden.
it is fascinating though, because it is true, because America did do a thing where it kind of stopped doing it stopped with the whole empire thing. I know we have, again, we're kind of the world's police nowadays, but we did really we could have expanded so easily into so many of these countries.
Mm-hmm.
We could have done more, but at that point we had just made that decision of being like, yep, we're not going to go any further with
Right.
it.
There's one more I want to send you, and if you hit like on it,
Send it to me.
okay. Let me see if I know I got it saved around here somewhere.
What did I do with my
We just got a letter. We just got a letter.
Yeah, but that's what happened. That's what happened. I heard with him, anyways. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there was it might not have been coke, but I heard there was some sort of big drug problem with the original guy on Blue's Clues. that Steve or
I
whatever.
followed him a long time ago on Instagram.
Yeah,
I don't really. I'd seen some stuff about him, but I didn't. Not Instagram. TikTok. He was on TikTok.
okay.
So, but like, he's like bald and wears glasses now, but I didn't look into because I always kind of wondered, and he like came across like my For You page. I'm like, what the heck is this guy all about?
I heard anyways that's what it was,
Yeah.
and I heard it was coke, but I mean, imagine, right? You can't. I mean, eventually you're probably gonna.
Well, I mean, if you're doing a children's show and you're just out there freaking blowing lines,
Like,
bro.
Right.
Yeah, you're that happy. You're that happy about doing anything.
They're like, who do you want to put inside this show? A blue dog.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I'm sure you
Is
do,
that what
buddy.
you've been
Just now
seeing,
sent
bud?
it to you.
That's actually not like nobody actually had the idea for Blue's Clues. It was just Steve was over there like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a blue dog's going to tell me what to do all the time.
He just sent me a bunch of letters.
And he's like, this makes total sense.
Blue, what'd you find for us today?
You guys are nailing that.
Well, we had a sister that watched it all the time.
Oh, I watched it all the time too.
Oh,
I
well, I mean,
loved-
I absolutely did
I was
too.
like, we just got a letter. I'm eating way too much.
Dude, I got the freaking straight up handy dandy notebook, bro. I got the handy dandy notebook. I was like, I'm like, not even writing words down.
Here's a clicker too.
Oh, man.
I think it's up all the way.
Is it?
No, you can try. Oh no,
Dang, this thing don't go too loud, huh?
here we go.
Okay, yeah, this one's a little bit of a long watch, but it was pretty
After
pretty
a
interesting.
2-year stint in Pakistan, Javid was arrested in Malaysia for carrying illegal passports.
This guy was an ISIS like leader.
There, he had a strange encounter.
And I would just meditate in the verses of Quran. And once, as I was doing that, I felt just a fear, just feeling my heart, and I felt literally
Seen this guy?
presence of
Yeah.
the Spirit.
Yes, sir.
And this spirit immediately made me feel like my life is in danger.
And he was ISIS too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knew in my heart. What we call
Completely got turned around.
satanic, demonic spirits. So I started rebuking it in the name of Allah, and I just cried out in Farsi, my own native language, said, God, help me. And the moment I said that, as clear as you hear my voice, I heard a voice. And that voice said, bring the name of Jesus. And the words that came out of my mouth sounded without thinking, Jesus, if you are true, show me yourself. And before I was finished with the sentence, that spirit had ran away. And
That's crazy, man.
that is how my story basically began. That is not my story of conversion, but that's the beginning of my confusion.
He had another strange encounter in his cell.
And then I felt the whole room.
So he was a prisoner,
with the whole
Yeah.
presence of God.
but he was an ISIS. Like he was.
Yeah, and he praised Allah.
Well, he did.
He used to. Yeah, he did. He converted to Christianity.
I knew he's a holy God. And I knew that he's just. And I knew immediately that simultaneously these things are going through my mind and my heart. And I knew I'm unholy. This is in spite of all the good things I've done in my life. I knew that I have sins in my life. And I knew that he's just and he must judge me. And because of his justice, I deserve death. At that moment, I felt a touch on my left shoulder and a voice that says, I forgive you. And I didn't understand.
There's maybe another minute left.
Understand
Yeah, no, it's good.
what, how could that be possible? Because
Well, it's not like every day you see somebody converted like that,
Oh, yeah.
especially in that religion.
Right.
forgiveness still
It's very, very unlikely to happen.
Right.
So I said, who are you that forgives me? And I feel forgiven today. And he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. But I did not understand what that means because I had never heard those words.
That's wild.
So I said, what is your name? And he said, Jesus Christ, the living God. I fell on the floor. And I just wept.
Huh?
He told his fellow prisoners.
Yeah, it's a good one, right?
Yeah.
That's a real good one, dude.
Shunned him. Others
Because they said, I didn't know that. Allah, you don't, you got to die before you, in their religion, you got to die before you're judged by Allah. Or judged and forgiven.
And they claim that religion is a peaceful religion.
Yeah. I think the whole world can agree it's not.
It's funny that you like something like that because I have a very similar one that kind of
what's
follows right up. through
Crazy
with
about that too is how emotional he was, and then people,
Dude, that's-
they don't lack emotion, but it's
That was an
that.
ISIS.
You almost feel like they do, though.
They're
Oh,
very
they-
hard people.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, generally speaking.
for them
I mean,
to
that-
cry like that. That's I'm like
that dude
dang,
probably
guy's
seen
crying.
all kinds of murder.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
And to be converted like that, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, that is something else for sure.
Here it is, right here. You guys know this old boy here.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Oh yeah.
he had this guy.
Bet David, Pat.
Yeah.
Patrick Bet David.
Beaten if they disobey their husbands. My mom was beaten, my imam dad. When I asked him why, he said it's in the Quran. You cannot object to that. You cannot object to it. It's in the Quran. It should be applied. It's a permission for men to beat his wife. It's in the Quran. It's the word of Allah himself.
To beat your
Again,
wife,
when
it's
I
in the word of
studied
Allah.
life of
That's what it
Muhammad,
says.
In 10 years, he waged 83 wars. In 10 years, 27 wars and 56 raids. In 10 years. And you are going to teach me that Islam is peaceful? No, it's not peaceful. Are you going to give a Nobel Prize for somebody who waged 83 wars?
It's a lot of wars.
We're not. And another thing, Muhammad is not a role model. Jesus is.
A role model.
Muhammad, he had many wives, 11 of them. One of them, she was 9 years old. He was 53. I am 50. I cannot marry a girl that has 9 years old. You
Right.
cannot. That's abuse. And
Right.
Muhammad did that. So many things. Let me
Guy tried cutting him off right away.
he raided a Jewish tribe. He killed the whole family of a newly bride called Safiya. And he took her as a wife the same time he was returning to Medina. Would you put that as a role model for me today in the 21st century?
Right.
He had another wife called Rihanna. My daughter, her name is Rihanna. I named her specifically for that. He took a Jewish wife, Rihanna, and he did sex with her, not with her will. He did against their wills. All these ladies. Are you going to put him as a role model? You cannot compare Jesus with Muhammad. Jesus never killed a person. He never killed an apostate. He never waged a war. So he was a role model for me. Women should
Yeah, if you look at all the countries that are like their main religion is Allah, they're all completely ruled by violence.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much death and destruction underneath Allah.
Unfortunately, you know, when you again your religion incentivizes. I mean, because that's the thing is in their mind, and in their religion, you know, it incentivizes, in some cases, murder and things like that. Where like you can literally if somebody's quote unquote an infidel or whatever, you'll get like all these virgins in the afterlife and
Right.
all this other stuff, and it's weird, man.
Oh, yeah, it's
Like Allah, he's like, it's in the book. You can beat your wife.
yeah.
I'm like, no,
And they do.
I've thought about beating my. No, I'm kidding.
Abe's gonna
But
convert.
they all do.
convert.
That's all the people that follow that religion. I mean, if you follow it like if you're a Christian and you follow that like to the T, it brings peace. You're supposed to be peaceful. You're supposed to be kind. And if you follow,
Christ-like is what it
it's
says.
Christ-like, exactly. If you follow their religion and follow Allah, it's like that's why you get all these radicals because that's
Yeah.
what Allah was.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, it's and that's the thing is again I think that's part of the reason why when we were over there, our military was over there and everything like that. It was so hard because again, every person there, not every person there was necessarily a terrorist or anything like
Right.
that, but it was so hard to tell which ones were and which ones weren't because the religion again incentivized. They were like, oh, American infidel. If I blow you up, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that whole country, they all are like that religion.
And I know,
Yeah.
and
It's
I know
not
that
like
there
here where
are
you have a choice.
Like if you look at there are people that have done heinous things in the name of Jesus as well, which
Right.
is if you look at the Crusades and the Inquisition and all that sort
Right.
of stuff. But if you actually look at the actual word of God, none of that is actually in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? None of that is actually like, hey, yeah, go murder a bunch of people,
Right.
for this. You know, that's I think a big main difference in like what he was talking about.
Yeah,
No, yeah,
that's
definitely.
that's a dangerous religion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I was just on the internet the other day, and I seen somebody come up about like it's crazy to me the amount of people that support, is it Hamas
Yeah.
versus Israel, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, and they're like, well, how
Now we're
many-
getting into some territory.
well, it's but
I know.
Actually, but
But
we're
it's like-
really not at the same time because if
it's
we're
talked about
talking about
all
the religion
over, dude.
You know, so
all over. It's
yeah.
all over the internet. If you want it, it's there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You know,
The anti-Semitic stuff that everybody coming out of the woodwork, you're like, wait a minute, what? Everybody's anti-Semitic? All of a sudden it's
Right.
like, what's happening there?
yeah,
You
they were
know?
like one of the like people were all like, it was a video of something I can't remember what it was, and then like you went through the comments and everybody was just like, it was people defending Hamas, and there was like so many people, and one person was like, yeah, how much people Israel had to kill over there, and it was like two wrongs don't make a right. I'm like,
yeah, it's
I'm like,
it's
okay.
difficult. It's crazy.
It is.
I mean, that's I'm thankful that because we're all Christians here, so I'm thankful that we live in a country to where you can be a Christian.
Yeah,
imagine
absolutely.
being because there's Christians all over the world.
Oh yeah. Well, I think there it was something like 50 something countries where it's literally straight up illegal
Yeah.
to own a Bible.
Right.
Exactly.
That's they're trying to get rid of that. 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
We're definitely it's
they're coming after our beliefs.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
They want it out, and that's just, I think that's why people battle so much nowadays in the world.
Yeah, and I've seen street interviews of like a Christian talking to the Islam and their religion, and they always start getting extremely like combative towards
Yep.
Christians.
Always,
Because and it's like if you question a Christian, it's like we're not supposed to get combative with you. I won't. You know what I'm saying?
But again, I think that's the thing is that's kind of a core tenet of their religion is,
Yeah.
is
Right.
anybody who disagrees with the religion is
like over there, they're gonna off with your head.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like you're done if you go against them like
100%.
that.
Yeah.
So when they come over here to the U.S., it's like they can't meet you with violence. I mean,
Yeah.
they can if they want to, but they know like.
but then they're
okay.
going to suffer the consequences. You know what I mean? Because even
The
though
laws and everything,
because we
yeah.
do have freedom of religion in this country. So the reality is like they know they can't just start offing people for.
Right.
However, it is one of those things where it's like even if as crazy as it sounds, like even if you draw some sort of. Draw a depiction of or something like that of like Allah or or Muhammad or whatever. Basically, they will, there's a lot of people they'll come, blow up your place because there was actually that was happening a lot in France. I think it was a year or two ago. There was like all these, car bombings and that sort of stuff.
It's
that were
gotten even
happening.
worse over there.
Yeah, well, although the funny thing is they tried to do that in Texas because Texas had a, which is the hilarious thing about our country is Texas had a draw Muhammad competition.
Yeah,
And,
that's
like-
I remember this now.
Yeah, and then basically they all showed up and they're like, yeah, everybody's armed, everybody's going.
This
rearing
isn't
to
going to go your way.
Yeah. Not in Texas.
No.
You can't be pulling that in Texas.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
No, you can't.
That's the like you say in where did you say it was in France that
I think it was France. There was several different artists who were, I think they were killed for, putting in like a paper or something like that,
Yeah.
like a drawing of their, I can't remember if it was Muhammad or Allah or whatever I know, but
well, and it's like them going in the streets and like shutting down traffic in the middle of the street so that they can pray to Allah. Like that's 100% a flex. Like that is that's 100% they start getting radical with it everywhere they go. They're trying to bring that everywhere.
Oh, absolutely.
because
I think it's in the Quran. There was always like all must.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like they force this upon you. That is like, and the Quran is to force this upon everyone or off with their head.
Yeah.
So they come here and they think us too.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure.
They want Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're after Christians, dude.
Everyone.
Everyone's after Christians.
Yeah. Christians or just nobody, anybody.
Yeah, they're after anybody who's of any different religion whatsoever. Like they're just like, oh,
Right.
if you don't agree with us, you got to be done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's definitely Christians because
Yeah, I know, right? It's scary, but it's like at the same time, it's like, the ones who do have true faith in God, there's no way. That's why Alex Jones says good so much stronger than evil. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I mean, I'm a Christian for sure, dude.
Oh yeah, no,
You ain't-
there's
you
no
ain't-
question in my faith in that no
No,
more.
you ain't wavering my faith.
couple-
That's just the way that I am.
A couple years ago or something like that, I would, I didn't have very good faith or anything like that, but it's all turned a complete 180 for me.
Yeah.
No, it's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
Yep. The world just needs to get to know Jesus a little bit more, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You get to know him, man.
Look at the whole.
Talk to him like he's your friend.
Look at
He's
everything
there.
that's going on in like. I don't know. There's some things I don't want to touch on, but it's like.
I know. It can. You don't want to overstep it, but you look at guys like what's his name on his podcast, George Janko.
Right.
I mean, his whole podcast is all about God. I follow the guy. I love that dude's podcast.
Yeah, I just watched the episode with him and Brandon Lake on it the other day.
Right. It's just it's that you can. I mean, we can touch on certain things.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna be real with you. It's like all of the people that are for abortion are always against God.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Always, and it's like you bring God up to them, they'll start being like, oh, like I seen this video, this guy at like he was at like a gay pride thing, and like these girls came up to him and they're saying that you're speaking like violence and you guys don't, your God hates us and stuff like that. He's like, no, he doesn't. And she's like, well, you hate me. And he's like, no, I love you.
Right.
And she's like just freaking out, and they don't have no leg to stand on because it's like, no, we're coming at you with compassion. You know what I'm saying?
In my opinion, Jesus loves everybody. Nobody is without redemption, and that's the thing. Is like no one. If you have a Christian preaching the gospel and he's coming to you and he tells you he hates you, he ain't a Christian.
No, exactly.
Like that's not what the Bible practices at all, bro.
Again, the beginning.
All
of
life matters.
is the beginning of
Everybody
it
is love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts with love.
Absolutely, 100%, man. But these people, that's the thing is like people like that. They have went through trauma in their life. They have went through things that have warped their mind or whatever. They have had an abortion. So a lot of times when you see, I mean, I don't know the statistics, but people that have had abortions, or won't tell you they have, and they're arguing that point, it's because they had to.
Yeah.
Not had to, but they
But
did
they
it
have had
because
one.
they felt like they had to. So
And
that's why they're coming at you from a
Right.
place like
To them, they're going to justify that to their
because
dying
it's
day.
not because it. In my opinion, when I see someone like that, it's not sitting well with them.
Yeah.
No.
like it's
Yeah.
going against every fiber of their being. But they're like, no. I mean, like people do that when you're justifying something. It's because it's something that's
either you're
or
guilty of.
you're guilty of or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%, man.
Absolutely, and it's like you got all these like OnlyFans girls and like these porn stars that
Sluts.
have, like have sluts, yeah, straight up, that have just had like countless abortions, and then they sit there and it's like, okay, so we're supposed to just sit around here and pretend like that's not pure evil.
That, yeah.
Like there's, I mean, I don't know, I don't even want to argue the point to where
I'm not gonna lie. I have though, because I like in when I was in college, they asked me, or they had us do this speech in front of the class that basically where we were supposed to take like a hot button topic and basically do a speech on one side or the other of it. So I, being who I am, I chose abortion and pissed off everybody in that class.
Nice.
Did you?
Dude, they were so angry at me by the end of it. There was these freaking blue-haired freaking broads that, they were so
just farted
angry.
when I left.
And I'm like 19 freaking, like long hair freaking metalhead dude. I'm just like, I don't give a crap.
I know, because that's
Like,
what they point at. Like, because like I've cussed a couple times on this podcast, so it's like they point at everything, like any type of flaw that you have.
Yeah.
They try to be like, oh, you can't be a Christian because of this, or you can't be a Christian because of that. It's like you're missing the point.
It's like also, guess what? People grow. That's,
Right, no,
that's
yeah.
actually the whole thing. Is you kind of grow, and as you get closer to God, you're try to get better. You know.
Right.
Everybody's terrified about this subject in the world because it's like it has become so normal everywhere that abortion is okay, and going after our kids is okay, and and putting puberty blockers in 10-year-olds, and it's like it's become so part of the world that it's like its majority is on that side of things.
Yeah.
Well, I don't necessarily know. I think
I mean, I could be wrong,
but I think what it is
their
they're a lot
voices.
louder about it.
They have a
That's true.
platform
That's what
that
it
doesn't
is, yeah.
demonetize them.
Yeah, talking
and
about
they
this,
push it out there.
Talking about this stuff is completely heinous to because all of the platforms that
And by the way, everybody, we're going over to X. No?
yeah,
We're going over to X.
Might have to.
We're going to open up Patreon, and if you guys want to listen to four dudes,
we should move to X eventually for sure.
No, absolutely.
At the very least, put it on there.
At least put it on YouTube and on X to where you can find us on either one, 100%.
Yeah.
Just because you won't get demonetized for real talk on X. That's the problem.
That's the thing, dude. It's like, when did it become, dude, like that? You have to watch what you say.
Mm-hmm. But they don't have
understand.
to. But they don't have to.
Right,
exactly.
and I understand. Like, there's certain things that you're not, like racial slurs. Like, absolutely,
Yeah,
I am
exactly.
with you 100% on that. That's wrong.
Yep.
But like when you're talking about your beliefs, it's like these people that can go and like
You can murder
block
a baby,
traffic,
but I'm not allowed to talk about it.
You can block traffic,
exactly.
pray to your God, and but like if we sit here and talk about Jesus Christ, the Messiah, you know what I mean? It's like, no, that's not okay.
Oh yeah.
Or I have two beautiful children. I could have never imagined them not being here with me today.
Right.
You know what I mean? If my wife was just like, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's-
You know what I mean? It's just
And the father's rights are completely
gone.
Gone.
They don't care.
in that subject.
Yeah, it's very messed up because you're like, although I did just watch a Dave Chappelle bit on it that was hilarious because he was like, he was talking about it. And he's like, if you get to do that, he's like, then it should be the dad's right to not have to pay for a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And he's just like, but it's so goofy because it's like if they decide to keep it, then if you're not together, you got to pay
They can
child
destroy
support
you
for
with
18
child
years.
support.
But
completely ruin your life.
But
if
at the
they
same
want to.
time, it's like they can murder that thing as easily as they want to.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I mean, that's where they come into the my body, my choice or whatever.
Yeah.
And
that was like my biggest problem with was RFK
Junior. Yeah.
Junior. He what was it, up to 28 weeks or
something like
it's
that.
like
Yeah,
pretty
I think-
far into it that he's totally okay with
I
it.
was just like, I mean, he endorsed Donald Trump and stuff like that, but I'm just like, like
Yeah, and see, the crazy thing is like what a lot
I'm
of these
sweating
people,
talking about this. It,
I know,
it
right?
makes me nervous talking about
it
this
does,
stuff.
dude. It doesn't that suck?
It does suck because it's hard to they want to
sucks.
talk about freedom of speech, but there's no freedom of speech on this side of things.
No,
Yeah.
No.
Well,
not at all.
Again, because all of the tech companies, except for X, are bought up by certain ideological groups.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is, unfortunately, that is just the fact.
Every platform other
Just
than
a
X.
fine tooth comb,
And-
dude.
But the worst thing they can do is just shut us down, and then that's it.
We'll just move on to something
Just
else.
move on to
We'll
something
move
else.
on to
That's
X.
what it is.
That's what we'll do.
That's what
So,
you got to
like,
do, man.
I don't
If
like
they
holding
can't-
my tongue
if they
about it,
can't-
though.
No, because it's getting to a point now in the world that it's
I feel
like,
wrong holding my tongue about
Me too.
it. I feel like that.
Me too.
I feel like it shouldn't be such a scary thing to
to me, it's like, if you don't agree, okay, you can leave it in the comments.
Yeah.
We can talk, whatever. We could even invite you on the show and maybe do a
debate.
debate. If that's something that's not in, like, you don't ever want to be a part of that, fine. You can unsubscribe to us and never watch us again.
Exactly.
But to actually like shut a channel down because of the core belief
'Cause
that
you're-
this country was
'Cause
founded
your
on.
thought on a thing.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, it's just one-sided, man. It's like, it's nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's because it's so wicked too that it's like that's why they're trying to shut people like us down because we go against everything that they.
Well, I mean, it should be pretty obvious. I mean, we got the American flag here. I
Which is
wear
crazy.
I do Christian shirts. We talk about God.
You could point
I mean,
to the American flag and that.
we don't come out.
and that's controversial having
yeah.
an American flag. That's what's crazy. This is our country. It's like when did it become so bad to stand up for the country?
To be a
that we-
patriot?
Yeah, to be a patriot. It's
It hasn't. They
You know what I
tried
mean?
to.
Yeah.
Their views.
it's
tried
wild, man.
Yeah, no. That's their views. And
Oh yeah.
you go
not
over to any
bad.
other country and you burn the flag of that country in the street, you're done for.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the thing. guys, be ready because I think this pod is showing
might
we're
be the
going to
one.
probably start going to some things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah,
You know,
we're gonna get a little
I think
controversial.
I think
I'm
it's-
not afraid to piss people off.
Nope. We'll move platforms if we have to. I mean, I love YouTube and I want to be here.
Or maybe we'll blow up because of the controversy.
Hey, man, you never know. You know,
pull the Andrew.
But that's not even the point. We're definitely not. I see what you're saying. Yeah, 100%. We'll blow up. But this is honestly how we believe.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
100%.
Yep.
Like, it's just better choices. I mean, we're all adults.
no, do we go to church every Sunday?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We read the Bible. We talk about the things of God. You know, we all have kids and Sam's an uncle and stuff like that. And it's like, this is a huge part of our lives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, you know, this is us.
Yeah.
You know, either you like us or you don't.
And if you want to say that we're against women's rights or something like that,
Not
it's
at
like,
all.
I just went and watched my grandma preach a crazy sermon.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's not about women. We're all. I got 3 daughters. I'm all about women's
I
rights.
just
I
don't
got
want 'em to
my
die.
wife. Exactly. That's it.
exactly.
And I got my beautiful wife, and she is absolutely. I run my business with her,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Like her opinions and everything matters just as much as mine does.
Yep.
So it's like, it's that would be freaking ludicrous if that's what you think we
But
are.
that's
against
what they'll
women's
strike you
rights.
with. It's always some crazy. They pull shit out of anywhere that they can because they don't like that topic. They don't like the fact that we disagree with that. So they'll pull anything. You're not with for women's rights or anything. It's always like that. It's always with these conversations. Anybody who is standing on this side, like how we are, if you talk to someone,
There's becoming more and more of them, though.
they just attack you.
But there's
Oh, yeah.
becoming more and
Yeah.
more of them that's
There's-
standing
yeah.
on this side.
But
when you make
you're absolutely
sense-
right. Instead of
Right.
being able to have a conversation with somebody, because that's how you used to be able to do. If you disagreed with somebody politically or whatever else, you could have a conversation with them
Right.
and be like, "Oh," and try to figure out where that disconnect is.
Right.
Whereas now, if you have an opinion like that, they're like, "You're a bad person."
Yeah, and then
you
they
know
just
what I mean?
attack you.
Yeah, exactly.
If they don't have the conversation.
And if you
at
make
all.
sense and like logical sense to them, they run away.
yeah,
Right.
They
Yeah.
don't listen to you,
or just scream.
or just scream at you, or like they're at a corner like. "Ah."
I've seen enough of those.
yeah, they just
I'm
start
like, so
screaming.
yeah, they don't want to have a conversation at all.
Yeah.
they just want to tell you what you're doing wrong.
Right.
And
Why
then-
they're living in complete. I mean, it's modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what cousin Matt always says. He's building
Yeah.
modern because he's a carpenter and he works on out in Ann Arbor on all these buildings. He's like, I'm building modern day Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
And he's like, it like affects his like what he's doing for a job.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
it was like, okay, fine. Like, I mean, well, Bino said it earlier about like practicing religion here in the U.S. Everybody can do that and stuff like that. But well, like, dude, like when you are a Christian, you're a God-fearing American, all these things, the things that our core values of what we are, and you have to suppress that. Like when you're recording or when you're out working in Ann Arbor somewhere, it's like, it doesn't sit well with us.
No.
Everybody else is allowed to say and do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, why can't we have that same right?
100%.
Right. You can let these.
And you can. There's
You can.
consequences.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean?
and that's a shame, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, are you really?
Yeah.
Really? It's like, I'm not sitting here like, there's no hate.
Right. No, not at all.
None.
It's nothing but love.
That's
Again,
it.
But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I can tell somebody if if Eli's like, yeah, I think it's totally cool to like run down people in the street like it's GTA and run
Right,
people
right.
over. I'd be like, oh, I kind of disagree with that.
Yeah, you're gonna get caught and probably go to
You know,
prison.
we can have that conversation, but but with these things, you can't have that conversation. It's not back and forth.
No, but then it's almost more okay to live your life like through like the Quran or pray or worship Allah, which is like completely turns people into radicals.
Well, yeah,
That's
why-
almost more okay in this country,
It is.
Which is insane.
God, which
Well,
is
think
a
about-
country founded on God.
Well, think about it, right? There's you hear all those people that are you hear those groups that are feminists for Islam, and it's like one of those things. It's like you do understand in their culture, your property, right?
Yeah,
like
it's like
none of this logically makes any
Did you
sense.
ever hear this story of the 2 girls that were college girls that went over to like I think it was Iraq or Afghanistan,
Mm-hmm.
and to like they thought like that that was the right way to like that was the right religion to follow, and they got like murdered and
Yeah.
R-worded.
Yeah, because they probably. I mean, the
By
reality
ISIS.
was they probably got stoned to death or something. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like then they were just like, yeah, this is a good thing.
Yeah, it's yeah,
Well, I mean, and they say to beat your wife, it's okay.
right.
Like I would never in a million years lay hands on my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever.
No, and
Crazy.
that's just a natural way of life.
But that's
for
what I'm
them.
saying. It's just everything has just flipped up, man.
It's upside down.
It's insane. It's crazy. We're in the what is it called? The upside down world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
It's crazy, dude. It's insane, man.
And also,
I don't.
depending on where this
don't
election
agree with
goes, it's about to get a lot crazier.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, absolutely.
Either way, it doesn't matter who wins.
Well, it's like yeah,
it's
absolutely.
going to get wild.
And we'll talk about it on here.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of where we're going, and we've kind of all talked about doing it. It just,
Yeah.
this is us. We are just a bunch of 4 dudes that hang out and chill and crack jokes and have a good time. But, we do have core values we have beliefs,
Yeah.
And
100%.
everybody else is out there doing it. And you know what? By God, we're going to do it too.
Yeah, no,
100%.
absolutely.
And if you don't like it, well, you can unsubscribe.
Yeah.
You don't care.
You don't have
know?
to listen to us.
Yeah.
But
That's
we'll
your
talk
choice.
with you. There's no hate.
No.
There's none of that stuff. If if you're somebody that does want to talk to us,
But
come
like
on,
with
we'll talk to
anything
you.
else, if you disagree, great. But we'll have the conversation. You know what I mean?
And we're not going to get violent with you.
No.
No.
And we're not going to yell at you and say, oh, you're going to hell.
No.
Like, nah, dude.
It's not like that. It's
No,
nothing
it's
like
not.
that.
Just talking.
Yeah.
It's talking. That's what it is, man. Right on.
On that note,
We'll leave it off on that note, I would say, this is us, guys. Mm-hmm. A new chapter.
There we go.
This is us, new chapter 2.
yeah.
But yeah, right on. It was a good one, though. I enjoyed it. It was good to be back. It was good to get back in the
Oh,
swing
yeah.
of things,
Yes, sir.
But we'll catch you guys on the next one. Like, subscribe, comment if you want to. All of these things. Join the Discord. Come on, do all the good things for us.
Hit them bell nodes.
Hit them bell nodes. All right, guys. See ya.
Peace.
Peace.